gray ribbon through my hair. Add pixie dust for flair. Paint a smile on my face. Wanna frown, can't replace. Weave a fantasy, leave sanity. If I ever get to Wonderland, dress me pretty and hold my hand. Weave a fantasy, leave my sanity. Tea for me, tea for you, tea for my lost little boy blue. Together in my wonderland, painting smiles and holding my hand. If I ever get to Wonderland, dress me pretty and hold my hand. Sky so blue and dreams so bright, chasing stars through the endless nights. Twinkling lights and whispers low, every moment a chance to grow. With every breath, the worries fly in this realm where hearts can decide. If I ever get to Wonderland, just be pretty and hold my hand. Weave a fantasy, weave my sanity. Tea for me, tea for you, tea for my lost little boy blue. If I ever get to Wonderland, dress me pretty and hold my hand. With a heart that's light and free, Wonderland is here with me. If I ever get to Wonderland, dress me pretty and hold my hand. With a heart that's light and free, Wonderland is here with me.
Shout out to everybody in the building. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you guys. Charlie, Tree Frog, Jamie. Shout out to everybody on a Monday. Let's turn it up a little bit. Love you guys. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hit the like button. Let's go. We on it today. Manic Monday, y'all. Let's go. We turned up. Turn that vibration up, honey. All I could do is be me, honey. Miss Brittany's in the building, honey. Empress Janet. Make sure you put Empress on it. Shout out to everybody in the building. Thank you for watching us on the replay. Empress Janet is in the building, y'all. It's a Manic Monday. As ain't got no work, y'all. I done called the supervisor and I told her that I ate something bad on the weekend and my stomach's hurting. Oh! I have off on Monday because my supervisor said, you go ahead and take a day, darling. She said, you get yourself together, my love, and then you come back strong, baby. And she said, mad virtual love and hug. She sent all these emojis that just tinkled my little spirit. Woo-wee! Woo-wee, man. Let's go. Shout out to Stephanie in the motherfucking building. Shout out to Gigi in the motherfucking building. Shout out to Lady Red for making the intro of Wonderland and in the motherfucking building. Shout out to Nightbot. He's our AI, guys. Please respect everyone in the chat. Shout out to Jamie in the motherfucking building. I love that song, guys. Nico and Vince is the song. Am I wrong? Am I wrong for trying to be me? Am I wrong for trying to see things that I can't see? Because that's just how I am. I see that we can all work together out here. I see that we can all have a beautiful platform and create wonderful things. I see a lot of us with a lot of talent, and a lot of people can enjoy the talented people. But then we've got this other group of people that I can't be bothered with. Hi, Drip. Drip's in the building. Let's go. I can't be bothered with certain types of people. And I told everyone that when resurrection was yesterday, shout out to the Most High. Woo, woo, woo. I learned that I could die off the old empress and rebuild the new empress. And I'm here, honey. Mother's here, honey. Sister's here, honey. And empress is going to, again, not be bothered. I will not engage in negative energy. I will not engage in negative conversation. And I will not engage with people that want to sit with those type of people. Charlie's in the building. Let's go, Charlie. Love you, boo. So, whoop, the machete fell on the ground. Did you hear that? Clank, 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 bang. Yes, we got to have protection, honey. Security. Sometimes when you evaluate things in your life, you kind of like look at it only one-sided. Okay? So like you get frustrated, angry, and you're just like, what in the white Jesus? That's my favorite one, because I say baby black Jesus, take the wheel, honey. So what in the white Jesus was I thinking to ever indulge in this app with these people? What was I thinking, y'all? Well, I like everything that has happened. I like everything that has been done, because Father showed me another way, and I'm okay. I'm okay. He showed me that I didn't have to talk nasty. He told me that I didn't have to go down to the depths of the darkness where they are, that I can stay in the light, that I could be as light as that cloud in the sky on this beautiful Monday morning, honey, because it's 10:34 Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time. Hey, sanctuary seeker in the building. Let's go. Every time that someone wants to bring you down, like I said, you only look at it one way, and you get angry and frustrated and mad, and you go, I'm just going to express myself. Well, you can express yourself. No one is stopping that. But when it affects other people and it makes other people's anxiety go crazy, well, I got a problem with that. Because I want you guys to know, put your ear close, I can't be bothered with those type of people. So what I will do is I will always and forever listen to the Wonderland community. I will always take your advice. You know who you are. We don't need to hand out trophies or anything. We're not giving out stickers. But I just want you guys to know that this year is going to be fun, and we're going to do a lot of content. And it may be boring to other people because it's not doing that nasty. Ooh, hi, King. Let me get you, bubs. I want you guys to know it's not going to be drama. It's not going to be IRL is in real life. So people actually do IRL. Oh, hi, Smoke. Hi. Let me get you. Yeah, IRL is in real life. Now, I've been doing IRL for this whole time. I didn't even know. Turning on the camera, giving content is actually IRLing, right? So Grandma Love, you did IRL when you showed us the parade in Pennsylvania for the African American Community Day. You did IRL. And so with that said, I would love to give you guys the content of the IRLing. A lot of you guys like when we do certain events like walk to the store, we're talking, we're engaging. But this time, guys, I want feedback from you guys on the event that's actually happening. So I'm going to go to California in a couple of weeks, 2 weeks and counting. 2 weeks and counting. And I'm going to IRL, and I'm going to do an event. I want you guys to be there. I want you guys to engage. He-Man's in the building. Let's go. King of Commentary's in the building. Let's go. Smoke Dog's in the building. Woohoo. That's my manic for you guys. That's the best I can manically do, just so you know. I'm going hyper mode today. I don't need coffee. I don't need drugs. I don't need alcohol. I just have to be me. Someone I like very much. Okay. I love it. So yeah, I'm going to actually do IRL in the next 2 weeks. It's going to be an event. I want you guys in the chat. I want you guys engaging. I want you guys asking for certain things that are respectful to the platform. Let's talk about it. I like YouTube. I like the application. And I like when I'm a member, okay? So I like following YouTube guidelines. Let me turn on my customer service voice. So I like YouTube guidelines, and I'd like to follow the YouTube guidelines. So therefore, my channel is based off the YouTube guidelines. If you don't want to follow YouTube guidelines, then you're very welcome to leave right now. We'll wait. Oh, I had coffee too, but like coffee doesn't it just makes me, I don't know how to say it, hypes me more, but it just keeps me so I wasn't really eye open before I drank the coffee, and then I'm eye open. So I feel like it just kind of it's like when the key goes into the car and you just turn it and then the spark goes and then it lights up and then boom, and this, all the other stuff. Cause people be telling me, men be telling me. Yeah, I feel like coffee's just like the turn of the key for me. Because I'm already sparked up and lit up. Because when I wake up and I actually am here, I'm back here, I'm like, here we go. Thank you, Father. Yeah, I wake up, I say thank you for another day, and I'm already energized. When my feet hit the ground, we already know that the guy, the hater, is out there ready to be like, here she goes again. Yeah. I definitely believe that the evil entity follows me to stop me from lighting people's lighthouses and bringing them out of the darkness of confusion. Because I once was told that the father of lies isn't really the one you want to be hovering around saying, that's my father. I don't want a father that beats me and lies on me and throws me out into the crowd and throws me under the bus. And no. I like a father of understanding and forgiveness and joy and hope, because then I'm able to continue to do better as a human. I was accused of eating my dog. I was accused of it. There was false paperwork that was made about me. There were people running around like, oh my God, she did it. What in the baby black Jesus, take the wheel? And what bothered me the most, and I was on bath salts, which I learned about bath salts. Please stay away from them things. Please don't have that around your home. And if you are on any type of drug that you're not sure that you can handle yourself, you can get help. There's always help, guys. And pay attention to Nightbot, because he's definitely out there showing you guys. If you want a quote, want a good affirmation, he'll send that out to you. But yeah, I was accused of eating my dog and being on bath salts. And a false police report was made. And that I was arrested. Now, let's talk about the arrest part, because it's so funny to me. I've never had a record. I have had something on my record. I've never had a record, right? So to actually be accused of doing a heinous crime, because eating an animal is totally illegal, which I don't break laws, because we're going to follow YouTube guidelines. Hello. I don't break laws. So that obsceneness of Janet broke the law to eat a dog, to eat bath salts and be crazy. Well, my thing is, and I'm just asking for friends, when did you guys ever see me act irate or act like I was on some drugs? Screen brightness. I feel like my screen, why does my screen keep going off on my computer? Something's on here. What is it? Something's stopping it. Is it see, I don't like to get distracted. I just like to rant. Oh my God, today. If I don't touch the computer in so many minutes, it goes off. Turn screensaver off. Is that what is it? Wait. Lock. Timeout. Let's see. Because that's how it is on our phones, right? Screen sleep. Oh yeah. Here. There we go. Okay, there we go. All right, people. Always push buttons, okay? That's what we do. Shout out to the people watching in the bushes. You know, we know you're could be anywhere else, but you have to be here because you don't like me. So thank you. Tell us the truth. Tell you the truth. We eat dog and humans without even knowing it. Whoop! I'll put that comment back down. Ooh-wee. I had to clear my throat on that because honestly, we don't know what we're eating in the fast food restaurants. And, you know, they've said that about the Asian people's food for a long time. That's why I always ate shrimp. I always ate shrimp and broccoli. That's my favorite. I let go of that orange chicken. Yeah, when they was talking that talk, and then when the shebangy bang hit, hold on, I gotta get a water. When the shebangy bang hit, and people were saying don't go there because they were really picking up your animals and all that, I never ate that. I feel like in the 90s is when I stopped eating the chicken and stuff. I only ate the shrimp and broccoli. But I also learned that, you know, the fast foods was supposed to be horse meat, but then the veil, you know, the veil is very, very sometimes I wish it would go back up, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, I get what you're saying, but what I really want to, like, you know, just kind of just talk with you guys, because we did this yesterday, but just the impact of the aftermath of someone accusing you of eating your dog and being on bath salts. People want me to be on drugs. And the reason that energy is there is because that's what they claimed when they tried to write my story in life. See, back in the day when I was in the foster system, they used to say, if you don't get yourself together, you're going to be on drugs and in the streets. That's what they say. And so when people say things out their mouth because they're like trying to write your history, you have to rewrite that. You have to take those words, you have to throw them in the trash, and then you have to rewrite what they said. So when someone tries to say Janet's on drugs, I say to the Most High, thank you for allowing me to help people that are on drugs. Thank you for giving me the strength to give that hope to them that they can stop doing that to hurt themselves. Because I've never hurt myself in that way. I used to get tattoos when I was in pain. I smoked the weed, still do. Got a card to prove it because I got PTSD. So I know that if I go 0 to 100, it could get ugly. I know my boundaries. I know what my worth is too. I know that I had to go through things out here so that I could have understanding too, because sometimes, like I said, people do sympathy. They don't do empathy. I always have done empathy, but this world was different, guys. YouTube has a place that we can be like really close to each other and we can build things together with the loyalty and the understanding and, you know, just letting other people talk, right? So when I came out here naive, I thought everyone was like me, you know, good and happy and telling the truth and standing on their truth, because the truth makes me feel like I've got like a 12-inch sausage. You know, the truth makes me feel like I'm a 9'1", a 9'1", you know, 9'1". Could you imagine a human being 9 foot 1 inch? Could you imagine that? But in my mind, when I tell the truth, that's what happens. I get that long sausage that hits the floor and everybody, oh, damn. And then I got that big old tall, like up in the sky, like who's going to do me attitude, because the truth makes me feel that I don't have to like repeat the story and try to figure out what I didn't say and who said what and where, when, how, why, and when. I don't got to do all that. It's the same over and over and over. Someone can't say, I don't want you doing that to me, but then you over there doing it to somebody else, right? It's a hypocrite, right? But when people say that you are this because I said so, that doesn't mean anything if your word isn't bond, if your character is showing low budget behavior in the comprehension category. Oh, I said that out the side of my mouth because I think a lot of these people don't have comprehension adequacy. So they are little slow on the paying attention. Ooh, man. Yeah, I can't be bothered with those people no more. Girl. And that's where that, like, so everyone has this like type of energy that when you get tired of being tired, you start, changing the energy because you're just like, back up off me. Get that stuff up out of here. But me, I see that people want to attack me on YouTube. They want me to be the butt of the jokes. They want to use my nationality, ethnicities to drag me. They want to think of the most wretched things to say and be like, she's that person. Because if they do that, it doesn't make them look good, but it gives them this accolade of the energy that's out here. If I was to lie to you guys and I was to come out here like dragging a story, if I would have came out here and said that I needed money for my dog's death, and then I took the money and I didn't really need it, and I lied about all of that, people seem to like that storyline. They seem to go for that. Also, they could be like, Janet, well, look what she did, that scamming, no good old piece of crap old lady, white bitch. So I just tell the truth, be transparent, created a character of Empress Janet, and thought to myself, they took my naive, that kindness for weakness, right? But they took my naive and tried to hurt me. They tried to sacrifice me. They tried to make everyone come against me. They wanted the internet to go viral on hating this mulatto woman. The beautiful mulatto woman, by the way. That's my diabolical laugh. Because again, I never not thought that I wasn't the shit because I'm in my movie. I'm in my world. I've been here for 47 years. I want to know where all these people came from all of a sudden, where they have all this shit to say. And who the hell are you? Because if I sit and look at a person, I like to think of the things that I don't like about them and evaluate why I don't like that action or that person. And then I go from there. I don't go, oh, I don't like her hair. Oh, you're out of here. Oh, why her lip look like that? Why her tooth longer in the front and got some weird mesh on it that looked like, But so, I just don't do that, right? So I never had like this energy of like, I'm going to go to somebody's panel and ruin their channel. I'm going to go over there and hackle on He-Man in the chat because I can. I'm going to go over there and make King of Commentary feel bad in the chat because I can. I see this behavior. I see that they accept it. And I also see a lot of people that are caught in it and don't even realize that they're sitting there being, accessories to criminal activities. I said it. Criminal activities. You're clearly breaking the law. Then you want other people to sit there with you. I can't be bothered. I don't hang out with children, and I don't care if you don't like it, but I'm 47. So if you're goddamn 32, 31, 30, I support y'all channels and stuff. I don't hang out with you. Your ways and methods are too close to my children and their hip hop in life. Okay? Hippity hop, hippity hop. That's what I see. Whole bunch of hippity hoppers. You're hippity hopping through life, trying to skate past it, trying to move fast, trying to be up here with us old folks who are on cruise control or goddamn lost our mind or menopause, and you trying to act like you can tell us what to do. I can't be bothered. I like 35-year-olds and up because they're knowing that they're going to be 40 in 5 years, and they get it. They get it. 40 to me was the best. 40 to 40, like everything about the 40, everything. I have learned and grown so much that when I actually came to YouTube, like I said, 5 years ago, I was so naive that now I'm so headstrong and I can't be bothered. I refuse to sit with fake bitches. I refuse to sit with fake people that say they don't want drama, but they do. I'm not going to sit with people that throw other people under the bus. Salute Big Beezy in the building. Let's go. I'm not going to sit with people that are allowing other people to attack other people. I am not going to go on a panel and sit there while someone else is talking about somebody I care about. I will remove myself. When I remove myself and you try to make a storyline about it, I will not respond. That's the new me, guys. I will not respond. I'm not going to engage in that nasty mass behavior. I will not allow anyone to bring it to my channel or my panel. I forgive people because I need to do forgiveness for me. I need to know that when I turn on this live, everything I give you guys is me. When I walk away, I walk away. I will not engage in anything else. I talk to people in real time. We have good conversations. And if we speak about YouTube, it's very healthy. It's not to where we're plotting on people or taking advantage. It's really healthy. And it's given the people around me a chance to actually say, you know, Janet's human. I'm human. We're equal. Just because you're in my chat doesn't make you any different than me. I'm not bigger or badder than you. I'm not doing none of that. I never asked for fame. I never asked for a crowd like that. I want a neighborhood of good people that are coming through to support and to have fun. The link is pinned. Anyone can come talk to me. But you won't come up here disrespecting my platform. You won't come up here telling me what to do. And you definitely won't talk about other people. So if that leaves people for not hitting my panel and not engaging with me, I just want people to know I'm okay. I'll never have like a feeling of some, and I even want to say this differently as YouTube guideline, because like I want to think of YouTube guideline and then I'm going to slow down because I don't want to say that other stuff that I would say. I would say an untalented, unworthy person wants my attention and you're not worthy of my attention. So you continue to do what you do and be happy. Good luck in your endeavors. Yeah. Good luck on making a show and trying to get people to pretend that what you're saying is real. Go ahead, add it. And, you know, say you don't like trolls. Say you can't stand trolls in your chat. Say you don't like the engagement of a troll, but then tell people you do a troll move. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, do that. Keep doing that because I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to sit with it. I could never imagine waking up and having to call like 5-7 people just to get out here on YouTube. Never. I could never. I never felt that people really liked me because I told the truth. I said that, you know, what was the truth, and they didn't want the truth. They want you to lie and kiss their behind. They want the mods kissing their ass, and they want people kissing their ass when they hit the panel and stuff. And one thing I love about the people that rock out with me, they're like, Janet, I'm going to say it. If you don't like it, I'll be like, listen, I like it. Because if you like it, I love it. If you can stand in the truth, you can stand that people hurt you, manipulate you, and trying to use you out here. And then you're like, well, I give them money. I deal with them. Well, I mean, who are we like, you know, who are we? Because I'm not gullible, okay? I'm not stupid. I wasn't born yesterday. I don't need nobody to read a book to me. Nor do I need anyone to tell me about the energy of malice behavior. It's totally malice. They're totally like, Because there's a lot of things I want to say, but like my channel gets shadow banned. Not only are the dead souls against me out here because they don't want resurrection, so they don't want to resurrect other people. But just a kind word or a smile or a hug could change people's lives. So, they don't want that. They want all this messiness that just, where does it go? Where does it end? Some people don't want to scream and holler. You can have a debatable conversation without screaming and hollering and turn your mic up to 1017. And to be honest, this is what they want, guys. We'll never put this back up, but this is what they want, and they can't get that. And that's why they are angry at me. So who's winning? It's always Janet for the win, though. Because in my mind, you can't make me crash out. For what? For what? I'm not like you. You can't take anything someone would do to you. You couldn't take half the shit that they've done to me. You guys only been here for a couple months. You guys will see. But if you've been here for 4 years, you know. You've been here 2 years, you know. You've been here 1 year, you know. They're always trying to attack my character, attack the way I do things, tell me I'm not good enough. I don't have 2 Black parents, so I can't be a part of something. Don't hang out with the white people because they're all racist. Fuck out of here. Those people, I look at them differently. I'm sorry. Because not every white person is bad. Not every Black person is bad. Not every Puerto Rican or Latino or Asian or anything. Y'all are doing too much. Like, not my people, of course, but the people that are doing it. You're doing too much. You're making it bigger than it has to be. You're breaking relationships that you put together so that you could have a safe place out here. And then you're destroying people. People used to come around me just to get the people that were in my chat. When I used to sit out here with 40, 50 people, and the biggest I ever had was 175 because they were all going crazy and snapping out on me and trying to control my panel and make me have low blood pressure and all depression because I need, Janet. Why are you not paying attention to me? How can you look at my comment in the chat? Oh, you're ignoring me. Oh, I come up here, Janet, and I don't get to talk for 20 minutes without letting nobody else talk. How come you ain't doing me right, Janet? I got tired of being people's babysitter. I got tired of being people's therapist. I got tired of being the goddamn referee to some bullshit that then a day, 2 later, they're back to being besties. It's so funny how people just go. Hold on. I got to throw my head back and laugh. Hold on. Yeah, I had to throw my head back on that one because it's so funny to me how people say, I don't like so-and-so. I could never. And then you go right back to doing it. Like, can anyone stand on what they're going to say? Can anybody really tell me that they stand on what they say? Because if I say I'm not going to do something, I am not going to do it. If I say that I can't be bothered, I can't be bothered. And maybe people don't know what I can't be bothered really means, but it means that I will not engage, I will not listen, and I don't care. That's what that means. So moving forward, as I move forward, like I said, if I feel like I need to go live, I'll just go live on my own channel. I don't want to watch a woman that literally sat here all week and said, I'm going to beat up a gay guy, go to his church and threaten him. And then as soon as the day comes, you pretend that you're going to go. And then in the next minute, you didn't go. You can't be bothered. And you were trolling. The one thing that you say you would never do. The one thing that you say, I hate, don't have it in my chat. I hate trolls. I would never. We don't troll around here. And then the best excuse you could come up with is, I was trolling him. No, you're weak. You're weak. And you're pathetic because you have nothing. You are manipulating people to believe that you are something you're not. And that doesn't work, guys. It doesn't give longevity out here. It doesn't make people really like enjoy being in this space. Because when something happens to you from that person, you go crazy and tell everybody not to mess with it. But, you know, you messed with it. So I don't do any of that. I don't tell people like who to, you know, go or where. None of that. I don't care because you're going to get it. You're going to get it. You're going to get the full front end of it. So when it happens to you, or you actually maybe see an event where you like, oh my God, this person, and it changes your mind about them. That's where people need to be okay with everybody. I would never tell anybody what to do or how to do because that's like high school and that's bullying. Be my friend or don't be so-and-so's friend. Don't talk to this person, talk to that person. That's so high school. And I get it. You guys want like to be, not you guys, but let me rephrase that differently. People want to pretend that they're still like in that place where they were happy. If I was emotionally broken, bitch, I probably would be like a 23. Hello. I was loving 23. I was like so hot and so energetic with my 2 little kids, and I was pregnant with my 3rd one and my husband, honey. I would so bring back the 23-year-old bitch. You know what I mean? Because she was fearless, honey. But I embrace my 47-year-old woman. I embrace her. I know that she's not 23. And I know that the behavior that I do should always be of a 47-year-old lady. Never to dumb myself down for things that don't really concern me, and nor will I ever allow people to change my energy. I walk in grace, I walk in hope, I walk in love, and I walk in forgiveness. I don't walk in lies, I don't walk in insecurity, I don't walk in malice, and I don't walk with a vengeance. I walk in authority of the Most High, that he will do everything he said he will do. And when he says vengeance is mine, Janet, you praise me until the day and after the day, because it will come to pass. That everything that these people are doing, they're going to get their just desert. Things are going to happen, and I'm not the one that's going to cause it. I'm going to be the one that stays away from it, or I'm going to be the one right there in your face so you can see Empress Janet, and then you're like, and then I'm like, God is good all the time. God is good. Stop playing with his name, too. Stop playing with his name. Stop playing with him. Don't call on him when y'all ain't out here doing what it is. Not one person, not one real person that I saw doing anything to celebrate this that sanctuary of the remembrance of a story. None of that. Because they don't care about the story. And to me, it's like I don't care about the story. I care about the person in the story that actually had to go through the story. If they tell a story about me and they lie about me, then who had to suffer from the consequences of that story? So everybody might not believe Jesus' story, but I feel some type of way that y'all ain't putting respect on the man for the story. So it don't matter if you don't believe in it. Why do I get sacrificed like I'm some type of Jesus around here? Well, good morning, Miss Stephanie.
Good morning, Jesus.
Oh my God.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
Oh my God. Hallelujah.
Oh my God. I know.
They treat me like I'm their Jesus. Then they try to sacrifice me. Like, she thinks she's better than everyone. She thinks that I never said I was better than anyone. I never act like that, Miss Stephanie. I've always shown my faults and shown I'd have messed up, or yes, I did that. When have I never not told on myself, Miss Steph?
Yeah, well, I mean, better than everyone. I'm better than everyone.
Don't throw it. Yeah. When she get to snorting and shit, Gigi, you know she's trolling. Her ass cracking up laughing. She over there writing it down in her journal like this is the day I'm trolling Janet. Yeah, you are. You're better than everybody in the world. You're the whitest white woman out here on YouTube, and you
That's
have
right.
all the monies, and you have all the connections, and we all need to bow our head in prayer because we could never be like Miss Stephanie. Got it. Okay. Got it. Well, guess what, Miss Stephanie? I am the poorest mulatto ever. And I am going to always ask the richest person, can I please have $1,000? I need to go buy me some shoes.
Shoes?
Yeah, see, I'm very poor and homey. I'm homely. And I feel like if I get $1,000 pair of shoes, then I can be as good as everyone else out here. I can be like them. I want to be like them, Miss Stephanie. You gotta buy me these Cinderella shoes, okay? $1,000 shoes. I don't even know what the name is. I don't even know if there is $1,000 pair of shoes. But if you buy them for me, Miss Stephanie, then I won't be homely anymore.
Well, shoes, no. Now, if it was $1,000 purse, I would say sure.
Ooh, child, yeah.
Oh boy.
I would ever spend $1,000 on like anything like that. I would take that $1,000 and go into the thrift store, and then I'd be in the car packed up, Miss Stephanie.
Oh yeah. No, I don't even know what. I mean, I still have a small Chanel purse I bought years ago somewhere.
Yeah.
And back then it was, I think, like $300, which was a lot of money. Yeah, back then it was a lot of money. Somebody told me that it's a vintage. I could probably sell it.
I would check. You should.
Yeah.
Remember we used to watch that guy that would sell all that stuff, and he'd be like $75, now, and then he'd be like looking at somebody's item, and then he would give them an appraisal on it. I forget what that show was called.
Oh, Antique Roadshow.
Yes,
I love that show.
I wonder if you could call somewhere to have to like look. I don't know. Maybe there's a vintage purse type thing. If anybody knows, Reddick. Wait, what was the whole demon? Oh. No, if you could like find somewhere that you could actually find out what the vintage price of that would be, and then if you wanted to sell it, like we're hoarders. We're really hoarders, so like we're not giving away nothing.
Oh yeah, I have every purse I've ever bought, Janet, in the boxes. Yeah. Especially the expensive purses. I don't want to get rid of them, but I don't use them. It's ridiculous.
Me neither. That and hats. Hats.
You like hats. I know you do.
Yep. Everywhere. I could whip out the craziest hat. You'll be like, oh my God, where'd you get that? Nope, I got it. You feel me? Like, I have them all over. I could like literally put a box together and just give away some of these damn hats. But I always feel like there's a time and a place for a hat. You know, a hat's good, like especially when we don't do our hair, you know?
Yeah, I know it.
Like, check this out. Look.
Let me see. Oh, that's cute.
Right. You see what I'm saying? And it's like I got a hat for everything. When I'm outside and I can't be bothered for real, I'm like this, honey. I'm undercover.
Yeah, that's cute.
And then look at this one. I actually bought this one. I don't know how long ago, but like it's just, oh God, hold on. Because it's really floppy, but this is the warmest hat ever.
Oh, your winter hat.
Yeah, it's an American Eagle hat, but it's so like a scarf. It is just cute. So nice, and I love it. Like when it's cold, I'll be you know that cartoon where the person like it was Fat Albert, It was one of his friends. He had the hat over his eyes like this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But I'm just such a hat person. It don't matter what kind, what style. I like the bucket ones the best though, because they really hide your face. I'm a hiding my face person because so many people are in my face. Stephanie, when I go to the store on our walk, how many people try to talk to me on the way to the store?
Oh, God, everybody. It's hilarious.
Well, but some people don't get that attention and they actually are seeking for that attention, Miss Stephanie. Mm-hmm. And so they get upset when other people actually get that attention.
Well, yeah. See, most, those losers that you're talking about, see, they don't get the attention in life, so they try to come on YouTube to get it. That's what they do.
Oh, definitely. And then trying to basically create a narrative that they're so truth tellers that everything they say come out their mouth is the truth. That's crazy to me.
Oh, it's so ridiculous. And I mean, you would have to be, to believe it. I think the majority of people are smart, and of course, they're not, going to believe YouTube.
Right.
I mean, yeah. So, like I said, they don't have anything going on in reality, so they come on YouTube to make up stuff so they feel, important and try to make friends on here because they don't have any real friends. And
it's just sad. Yeah. Some people lost their friends in the pan. Some people sheltered themselves and lost the friendships, or maybe don't know how to talk to people. And so they come out here to take it out on people that they never went back outside. I get all that. But it's like when they try to come and destroy what you're doing, even if you ain't bothering them. I don't have no reason to bother those Caucasians. So they took my pain and tried to maliciously hurt me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. And it's so ridiculous because don't they know by now that, they're not going to get to you. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's like a fan always at your show, always trying to get your attention, but you're too busy doing the show. So you don't see them because you could care less. That's what I said. I can't be bothered. But then for that other person to take it knowing it was a lie and just run over there and do what they did, that showed a lot of character.
Oh, yeah. I am just really, I am really pissed off about that. I knew that freaking guy was a loser. I knew he was.
Hey, Irby.
Just ghetto trash.
Not the ghetto trash.
Ghetto trash, honey. I knew it. Yep.
Yeah, it shows the character of the person.
It sure does. Yep. Is that your phone or mine?
No, that was mine.
Oh, okay. Because it never fails. Every time I come up here, I get a phone call or I get a message or something. But it's only 8 o'clock in the morning here, so hopefully I got an hour or two. Ugh.
I know it is early for you. It definitely is.
Mm-hmm.
7. When I saw that it was 11, I said, oh, damn, it's only 7 for my girl. But, Mama, I'm off today. My supervisor said I could take off today, and I appreciate her for that. So I said, you know what? I go live. I paid $44 for this shit. I might as well come out here and enjoy myself. Hey, Tree Frog. Tree Frog's in the building. Love you, boo. So, yeah, that's why I'm out here cold chilling early in the morning. I mean, it's 11 here, but, I think I started this, almost an hour ago. Because I just wanted to like I said, just hang out because, people get it, but others want to keep doing it. So if you already know the story's not true, we already debunked I didn't eat the dog. We already debunked I didn't do no bath salts. I don't eat my face.
It's so ridiculous.
Somebody said I got a pimple on my butt, though. I was cracking up. Like, I never seen, yeah, it was like I never seen Janet eat her face or pick her face. He was like, but I saw a pimple on her butt. I said, my God, today.
Oh, God.
Yeah, people are hilarious. But just the fact that it's like, Mama, bath salts, Mama? Really?
Bath salts?
Yeah, that's what they said I was on, that I'm on bath salts. First it was meth.
How do you be on bath salts? What do you do with those?
I don't even know, girl.
What the hell?
Just like I didn't know what meth was, remember? And we had to like look up it's like crystal meth or something, and we had to look and see what, and then people look like their face was eaten. So why I gotta keep doing drugs that look like somebody eat my face? Why can't I just smoke the weed?
Oh my God.
What the hell?
Oh, just do some good cocaine.
Yeah, that's yours. That's your drug. Cocaine Bear used to slide in the chat, and I'd be like, slide us some of that cocaine.
You can't even get the good cocaine anymore anyway. Oh, God.
See, and that's the thing is like you come from a time when everyone was doing their drug, right? So like when I was coming up, Steph, it was the weed, and we were hiding to smoke the weed, Mama.
Oh, the weed, yeah.
I don't have to smoke the weed anymore. I got a card for it, right? But I didn't ever go like beyond no drugs to do nothing else. Because
right.
PTSD, I smoke the weed and they allow it legally, right? But my thing is like, when you try to put me on bath salts to eat an animal, saying she's crashing out, making it look like her mental state is unstable, when honestly, they're the ones that are unstable. But no one wants that.
Well, think of the mind that came up with saying that. Yes, you're right. They're the one unstable. To be able to say things like that, they're the ones that have a screw loose.
All because you got mad that I recorded you in the Discord proving that you were attacking a woman.
Right.
Not because you got mad because I stood on big business and I didn't need to actually, have anybody to have my back when it was time. Hello?
Oh my God.
Nigger.
So
Nigger.
we appreciate.
What the hell is that?
Well, you didn't see, Mama. Look at the thing. It says you crazy. It was a crazy.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah. It was a Caucasian. It was a Caucasian coming to attack a black woman, Stephanie. Should we call someone? Let's file a report.
A Caucasian?
YouTube police. Mama. I got called NIGGER, Mama. Stop. Everybody stop what you're doing right now. God darn it. Shoot by shoot. Oh my God, I'm going crazy, Mama. I think this might be the moment, Mama. I can't, Mama. I can't. Get the
milk. Yeah, you know what?
Loserish. It's ridiculous because you know why, Miss Stephanie? That person can't never have a normal conversation. They always gotta be a weirdo to actually.
I know.
That's crazy.
When I tell you, they got a screw loose.
When have I ever cared about you saying NIGGER to me, Mama? When have I ever cared when a white person has done it? Oh, when Wasp called me a nigger 3 years ago. That's when I was fucking livid. That's when I fucking snapped out. That's when I went crazy. Where were you 3 years ago, sweetheart? You have to come bigger and badder and harder now. That's what I don't understand, Miss Stephanie. Like, you keep trying to do the same fuck shit over and over. Like, what was I supposed to care? You trying to?
Well, you know what?
Matter of fact,
People,
Stephanie, I don't mean to cut you off. They tried to use Jamie Cowboy's name. I already talked to Jamie in real time. She's not hitting my link, bro. So you better try a different name in the chat. You're corny as fuck.
yeah, they just want to call you the N word to try to get under your skin. Um, uh, that's what white people do, I think.
You know
Just
what?
by
Under my skin.
just by watching and listening, I think they do that to try to get under your skin. See, Janet.
Bring your channel down and to report that they came up and said the N-word, which they're breaking YouTube guidelines just to turn around and false flag and all that. I get it. But Mama, he really wanted to come up and say, I love you, Janet. I wish I could be up here with you, chilling and having a place to be. But since I'm uncouth and unworthy.
Yeah.
Nobody's scared of a faceless person who has lots of time on their hand for no reason.
Exactly.
Not their day off, Stephanie.
Huh?
I said it's not their day off. It's not their day off of work that they're taking.
They don't have jobs, Janet. They're on YouTube all the time because they live off the freaking government. Well, Trump is going to put an end to that, so they better get their asses out for a job.
Not get a job.
Oh my God.
This whole time. The only time I didn't have an outside job was when the shebangy bang hit. I remember I had the job on the computer, right? So then when we went back outside, we all went back outside and got us jobs. The reason I don't have a job in my degree is because I won't take the vaccine. I don't have to explain that to anybody in my life. I won't take the vaccine.
Well, no. Oh, there's so many people that have degrees, honey, and they're doing other jobs because, they can't get in that area. They can't. No, it's bad. You don't need a degree to try, have a good job. Or you have 2 jobs or 3 jobs. I remember having 3 jobs at one point in my life. I mean, that's what you do to survive. You don't say, oh, I have anxiety so I can get a government check. Bullshit.
Right. I'll be right back, Mama.
I had anxiety my whole life, but I never got a government check because of it.
Mama, hold on for a second. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I just want you to keep talking about this, whatever. But I have to go to the bathroom, so I don't want you to be talking to me and I'm gone.
Okay.
You can
All
say
right.
what you
Well, yeah. Okay, you got me on a rant about this anxiety bullshit. People getting money because they can't work. I'm sure some of you in the chat will agree. I've had anxiety my whole life, but I had to get out there and get a job. I never said I couldn't work because I have anxiety. Come on. You deal with it and you make your place in the world. And that's why people on YouTube can sit their mom's house and stream all day long. They don't have a job. I don't have any time for people like that. Now, people who have real disabilities, don't get me wrong, but the government has made it too easy for people to say, oh, I have a bad back, I can't work. Shit, my sister's 66 and she's working at Walmart. So you know what? Don't tell me there are jobs out there. If Walmart hires a 66-year-old woman, they need there's jobs out there. People just don't want to work. It's a different generation. They make it too easy for people. But not anymore. So I'm just lucky I'm retired and I get my pension now and everything. I wouldn't want to be out there. But the younger people are spoiled.
Yeah, I get it. I'm not inviting anyone to my stage right now. I'm not doing that.
Oh, honey, I can leave if you want someone
No,
else.
no. I don't want any of those weirdos. The first one, he ruined it with his stupid weirdo behind.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if I want to, I'll cut out that part. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't worry about, like, if I cut my video, I don't worry about them taking the chat away. Whoever was here and fellowship with us, that's fine. I won't start it over though. I see your comment. Do you need to start over? No, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just not going to let none of them up because they're all trying to hit the stage. So you ruined
Oh,
it.
they are?
Yeah, there were people in the background when I just came back from the bathroom, Stephanie.
Oh, really?
Yes, ma'am. But I'm not bringing anybody up that's not recognizable because you're not going to get a second chance to do it. First time, shame on them, Miss Stephanie. Second time, shame on me. I don't know these people. I don't need you to hit my link. None of that. If it's someone in the back that hits the link that I know and we can identify and yeah, we'll do it. But I'm not going to engage with those weird Caucasians that want my attention. That's no. I can't be bothered, Miss Stephanie. So
right.
Stop hitting my link acting like we're gonna do something. It's not happening. Go away. I want the number back down to 13. There was 13 people here when I left. I want 13 people. There's 22 people. Remove yourself. 13 of you need to walk away.
Yeah.
Get out of here. 13 of you gotta leave now. Pick or we'll choose for you. So
yeah, get off YouTube and go get a job.
Go wash your ass.
Go take a walk. Oh God.
I know that's crazy that He-Man's a girl, but because they see the word He-Man, they get mad and call her a man. And so now she feels like she has to, justify herself, which she don't. She don't gotta.
Oh God, not at all. Not at all. See, that's the problem on here too. People have to remember the fat guy from the UK.
Yeah.
Oh, he was one of those. If something was said about him, he'd have to go on his show and respond and say, that's not true. I mean, he did it all the time, trying to justify himself to people on YouTube. That's crazy. Who gives a shit what people think?
Exactly.
They can think whatever they want. They can think whatever they want about me. Who cares? You're not going to get under my skin. What the hell would I care about what people are typing?
Well, that's crazy work that you said that, because a lot of times through the years, everyone's concerned about what everyone's typing. It's supposed to be like gold. It's supposed to be like the word is real, the typing, it's real, whatever they type. But again, He-Man clearly said, Janet, I'm a female. And from then on, you've been a female. Like, you get me? Like, I'm not going to go back and forth. But the fact that people are trying to like troll her about the name as if they want her to change her name. Sure, she's not changing it. She's freaking He-Man. And if you don't like it, then go away. Like, stop talking to her then. Just because you can't, because you're unidentified. Like, we don't even know if you're a female or a male. Maybe you're a male trying to be a female. Maybe you're a female trying to be a male. But don't keep trying to do He-Man, because He-Man stands up and says, even when somebody calls her a male in a chat, she'll just politely say, no, I'm a female. That should be enough. Just to sit there and troll somebody and try to mess with their psyche and mental, like, that's just weird. They do it to us up here because, like, some people in the chat will be like, I'm leaving. And then that's supposed to start a ripple of all this energy. Janet, I'm leaving your channel right now. I gotta go. It can't be bothered. Well, bitch, bye.
Yeah, I know. Bye-bye.
Say, the fuck? But
Yeah,
they so emotionally invested in this fuck shit. It's weird. I didn't. Like, even with you, like, we've been friends for 4 years. We talk on the phone. Like, we ain't fucking all like, Stephanie, what the hell you over there talking to somebody else for? God damn you. Now I'll be doing all that shit. That's weird.
Oh,
That's
I know.
trying to control another human being, Steph. That's all we've ever seen is like them trying to control other people's emotions and feelings on how they feel. Oh, it has to be a man because she has He-Man. No, I loved He-Man, the show. It was a show about a person. So why don't you even ask why they have the handle? Nobody wants to call me Empress Janet. They want to call me Janet. My name is Empress Janet. That's what the fuck it is. It's Empress Janet or EJ, bitch. It's not just Janet. Because I could just put the title Just Janet. I could put my channel Just Janet, and then it would be Janet.
Oh, I like that, though. Just Janet. I like that.
I'm about to get you up out of here.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Touch the 3 dots on Irby. Touch the 3 dots that are on He-Man's name on the right-hand side. Like when you hover over He-Man's name, touch the dots and then you can sub to the channels. You guys have to learn how to do that if you don't know. I'm not saying you don't know, Irby. I'm just saying if you don't know, if you hover over their name, the 3 dots in the right side, you click it and it'll say go to their channel. And then you can go to their channel and you can, subscribe. Janet, I wouldn't pop up on your panel. Private and plus. I know. Thank you. And that's what I said. Jamie's the same way. Jamie's not going to hit my link. She's going to definitely speak with me to let me know. And again, I know it's not her. And they try to use your guys' names to make it like it's you because they want some attention. And they want my attention, which is, like I said, weird because nobody cares. When you get rejected, it's very hard. So, like, when I didn't respond the way those weirdos wanted me to, they still want my attention. You can't say you don't like me, but then you're sitting there calling me, texting me, trying to disrupt my show, trying to come on my panel, trying to act like your troll infiltration is working.
I know it. That's the funny part.
Yeah, it shows the lack of attention you're seeking. I mean, that you get in real time. That's all. That's all it's showing me. It's like, I'm not doing
might work on other shows, but panels, but not ours.
Well, I'm not doing charity work. I'm not coming up here to feel sorry for your useless time that you're spending. Because if I don't like something, Miss Stephanie, I'm not going to waste time on it. I'm not going to sit around.
Yeah. I mean, we can't. I mean, we're not mental health specialists, okay?
No, we're not. Not again. My God, today, if we could call the 5150, though, and start calling out, all the YouTubers would be in the 5150. Yes, they would.
Yes, we are not specialists, so, go somewhere else.
Unless they have
your mental health issues, please.
Well, unless they have broken you down to the lowest part and you found yourself and you were able to come back from that and stand on big business, I respect you. I totally respect those content creators. But I can't respect the ones that are manipulating, doing the behavior that, we know causes people to hurt themselves. I will not be a part of that. So Respect to the ones that were torn to the ground and they're still out here doing the best they can to have fun, because that's all people want to do. Nobody really, like, unless you like got like some type of production degree, or you got some type of like, camera action actress, whatever. Nobody is no superstar. Nobody knows what they doing. They learn this stuff of just trial and error, or they had people manipulating them, acting like they were going to help them and stab them. That's what I'm saying. There's so many stories, Miss Stephanie, that, I get it, but I don't need to engage with it. I don't need to never tell nobody about it, but the Wonderland people. If they stay out of the echo, then I'm doing my job. If they can stay 10 toes down in the truth in the real world and out here with me, they are safe in Wonderland. If you want to corral with the people that make lies and the deception to hurt other people because they're hurting, I just won't be a part of that. And then you can't come over here and say that you're a part of this and be over there with that. So that's the decision you make morally. Am I going to keep on being at a place where I know these people are hurting other people? Or do I have the balls to walk away and stand for something so you don't fall for the fuck shit? Because you look real stupid falling for the fuck shit. Just saying. So all the people that believed I ate my dog, all the people that thought that I believed I was on bath salts, yeah, I definitely looked at them.
Oh, God. Quit saying that. It's just so ridiculous. Oh, my God.
I was doing everything they said I was, Miss Stephanie.
God damn.
My mama used to say, if you like it, I love it. And that was a way of like saying, like, if you go to lie, you go to say what you say. My mother always said that you don't have to combat a lie. The truth is in you and you can stand on knowing the truth. So like, if I know the truth, I don't have to go and argue with people about the lie that was created, Miss Steph. But
that's right.
Yeah, out here it's a little different because like everyone's running with the story. And so you feel overwhelmed that you want to like stand up for yourself and you want people to like, believe that stuff. But that doesn't do anything for certain people. It just kind of makes it worse. But it does do something for the people that care about you, because then they can like decide what they will accept and won't accept. And they can live on that goodness in their heart that I did the right thing. Because a lot of people don't get it, but like they're committing crimes. A false police report, Stephanie, a forged police report. How low will these criminals go? And why do they think that their actions aren't going to be, that they're not going to get in trouble?
It's just so freaking ridiculous. Alex said something good to you the other day when he said, think of it as a compliment. They take their whole day just to make a video about you. I mean, you are on their minds. I mean, they just can't forget you. Thinking about you all the time, wasting days on making stuff about you. I mean,
as they should. You that bitch when you cause all that comment.
Oh my God. Well, yeah, they're just feeding into your ego because you're such a narcissist.
They don't know. They didn't know. They would be better just ignoring me and not saying nothing. Every time you call my phone, I'm like, you want some of this.
That would hurt you more if they just ignored you.
Don't tell them. Shh.
Oh God, they don't know you at all.
I'm a Capricorn. I am, girl. You've never seen me not be me, girl. So thank you, girl. Because no, girl.
Oh, God.
I don't read nothing they say, but when I see JANET, I see the word, and you already know, Miss Steph. Boop, there he is. Got me a fan.
There I am. Oh boy.
Shout out to the fans. You're doing your goddamn job, ho. You don't know that Cat Williams taught a bitch well, honey. I need 17 more.
Oh God, I love that. I love Cat Williams. I watch him. I watch his comedy shows all the time. He is so freaking funny. I love him.
Yeah,
I love him.
You don't got no reason to hate. Feel free to hate on me. Don't say
oh God, that's right.
Eyes aren't luxurious, darling. Don't say that my motherfucking skin ain't soft and silky, honey. Don't say that my hair.
Play it, please. Play one of them.
I don't even know hold on. I don't even know if I got them. Hold on.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Wait, you like the one where he talked about the white folks, right?
Get yourself a white friend. Jana got herself a white friend. The whitest friend she could find.
The whitest white woman I can find. I'm done with you. Up there in goddamn Washington, the state. She up there. She all there. Go up there. The hell she want with me? All right, here we go, Bo.
I'm enjoying my motherfucking life. That's all I'm saying. I advise you to do the same. Do shit that make you happy. Go out and get you some white friends. Get you some white motherfucking friends. You ain't gotta sleep with them, but you gonna need them motherfuckers. If you go to jail and call your nigga friends, these motherfuckers will interrogate you more than the goddamn police did. They had your ass on the phone. Where the fuck was you at? What the fuck was you doing? Why the fuck you ain't called me? Not your white friends. Them motherfuckers will be there by the time you hang up the phone, and they'll be madder than you. Just what the fuck did he do? Murder, dude. Look, I fucking known him for 2 weeks. He wouldn't fucking do something like that.
I've known him for 2 weeks. Hold on, girl. Hold on, girl. Hold on, girl. Oh, we changed the back.
I would be calling the police. What did she do? She wouldn't murder. She wouldn't murder anybody. I love that guy.
Am I on the show?
Yeah. Yes.
Hello.
Hello, darling.
Hello.
Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning. We're cutting up, girl. You came in when we were Cat Williams, you know. But how's everything?
White friends.
Right.
Oh God. Oh, I love
you know
him.
what? The best thing about being biracial is I got my white friends and I got my black friends, and then I got my other friends. Yeah, the Asians and the Latinos and stuff, they're the others to me, to the other of another. I'm an other. So therefore, again, yeah, I got all friends. They're in all sections of the world and the nationality. I like to sit with everybody, honey. Everybody. If you got manners, you got morals, you got values, you good with me, honey. So, Grandma Love, what you doing today on a Monday at 11:46 in the morning? Cat always made me laugh. Recently, I've been listening to Cat say, listen to Cat what he say if you ain't got haters. Hold on. Sorry. I'm about to go. Yeah, let me go get this.
I love that.
Yeah, because this is the one, E-Man. This is the one here that I'll use because Cat Williams told me if I ain't got haters, I'm not doing it right. You know what I mean?
That's right. Yep.
I'm trying to figure out how people, ain't talking about that part. Hold on. Here we go. All right.
Just saying, live your motherfucking life. You got to get your motherfucking hustle. Understand niggas is going to hate you regardless. Get that out of your head, that fantasy world where niggas ain't hating on you. You got to be grateful. You need haters. What the fuck is you complaining about? What the fuck do you think a hater's job is? To fucking hate. So let them motherfuckers do their goddamn job. What the fuck is you complaining about? Ladies, if you got 14 women hating on you, you need to figure out how the fuck to get to 16 before the summer get here. What the fuck is you mad about? Fellas, if you got 20 haters, you need 40 of them motherfuckers. What is you complaining about? If there's any haters in here right now that don't have nobody to hate on, feel free to hate on me. Sit back there and say my hair ain't luxurious when you know it is, bitch.
Period. Let's go.
Yep.
They can't tell me
Yep.
nothing, Herbie. Light skin done said it. You know it's written forever. He light skin said that shit.
I know. Yep. You gotta do your job, right?
Have no one to hate on. Feel free to hate on me. Let me
Hate
introduce
on
myself.
me.
I'm Miss
Exactly.
Period.
Well, y'all two is on a roll today. I'm almost scared to be up here.
Well, Grandma Love, they said I ate the dog and I'm on bath salts. That's what they
Stop
said.
saying that. Stop it. Oh my God. Stop.
Well, you know, I get up kind of early in the morning because I'm
Okay.
older. So I like go to bed like before dark. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like I wake up like 4 in the morning when
Okay.
all the drunks are up.
Oh, yeah. And what happened, Grandma Love?
It was a disaster. I ran into all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
People need to learn how to say no to alcohol at a certain point.
It's alcohol and prescription drugs, to be exact.
Oh,
Hmm.
it's to say no to drug. Okay, I got
Yeah.
you. I got
Yep.
you. Understand.
Definitely on prescription drugs and alcohol. Called it out one time on the panel when the person thought they could come for me. And I let them know who they were. And they've never liked me since, but I don't care. But as you still continue to make videos and try to get content because you have none. Uh-huh. That's what you saw. You saw the drunk on medication crashing out because they love that type of woman. That's what type of woman they really like, though, Grandma Love. And
But
they're
I
black
thought
women
some,
too. It should, oh my God, you should be appalled, Grandma Love, that your black women are acting like that, girl.
and I
Girl.
thought this morning when I'm like, is this what they do
Yep.
early at 4 in the morning?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
At 4 in the morning, I'm getting pinged.
Oh,
Not
you
on
mean on
here.
YouTube? On
Yes.
YouTube?
Yes, there's a content
Oh.
creator who takes prescription medication and alcohol and feels like they can go live and say whatever they want because they have no commentary. They have nobody really supporting them. They're only there because this loudmouth, goat throat, little weirdo wants to pretend that they can speak on me, knowing very, very well that everything they say is only a projection of who they are. But yeah, 4 in the morning, talking
Oh,
about.
I'm glad I don't know those channels.
But that's what I was trying to laugh about, and I was doing a great job. And you said we were getting a little too reckless, so we had to stop at the stop sign, Grandma Love. But they keep acting like they can do that, and that behavior's okay. And then when someone responds, "Oh, you've gone too far. Oh, you did this, you did that," they play victim. I can't be bothered with none of it, Grandma Love, because that woman wished she could be me, and that's
But
sick. You should
you
want to
don't
be
wake up in the
yourself.
morning thinking how you don't wake up in the morning thinking about people.
I don't. I actually wake up and praise the Most High. Then I think about my daughter to make sure that she's okay, or if she's at work. Then I think about my son upstairs who's probably still playing the game because he's been up all night playing that stupid video game. And then I think about the dogs and the cats. Then I go into, as I hope Robert's, doing the best he can. And then I go, I wonder if Stephanie's breathing okay. I love her. Then I go, I wonder if Charlie's girl. Yeah, I go into everybody that I care about. I think good thoughts for you guys. I ask for affirmation that they're going to be okay through the day and that everybody that I love will have a great day. That's what I do when I wake up. I never think about someone who says Janet eats her dog and eats bath salts. No, never. Never would even think to say that about a person, because I don't have that much hate in my heart. I don't have malice on me, and nor do I have disgust and dirt. That is the lowest at the bottom of a dirty barrel, and you're sitting in it, rolling around doing snow angels, asking people to tell you you're important. Why don't you stand up, clean it up, and then try to do something and see if people like you for you? How about that? Why don't we try that? When we and turn on this live like Janet did, and turn it on for me, and turn it on to talk to people regardless if anyone came up here. I gave that availability because, again, we're here for a fun time, not a long time. But I never turn this thing on to say, nobody's going to sit on the panel with me. Why is there 16 people watching and only 3 people typing? No, you don't do that for me. You don't do nothing for me. There's nothing I've seen that makes me want to be like, I want to be a part of that anymore. I'm good. I'm good. I'm so good. I'm like Usher good. Like I'm walking around like how Usher be dancing and shit. I'm good.
That's because you're a whole one-woman show. Like you could pull a show by yourself.
Period. Always have and always been. Always.
Not everybody can do that though. It takes a certain type of person to be able to carry a show and keep people interested.
And some people say I'm boring. Yeah, some people do. That's their feedback. Like, you're boring. That's why I don't come over there. Okay.
Opinions
it's
boring
to laugh and have a good time. Well, you know what? If that's boring, then bye-bye.
No, you know what's boring? I'm going to tell you why they say that. Because it's not a lot of chaos going on. If it's not a lot of drama, chaos, and lies going on, you're considered boring.
Right. The dead souls. That's dead souls. So I get it. I want to be boring to dead souls because I have no interest in entertaining you as a dead souler. You're going to keep on doing that darkness. You're going to keep on being miserable. You just keep on. I'm not there. And nor will I ever take anybody there, or never would I ever tell you to stay there. They're always trying to persecute me for the past, and I get it. But the Most High doesn't persecute us for our past. He forgives us. So if I've done something in the past and I've not done it now, you trying to judge me, you'll be judged.
Oh, everybody's done crap in their past. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That's how you live and learn. I mean, nobody has been a perfect person their whole life. I mean, come on.
If I told you some of the stuff I did in the past for you'd be like, goodness, really?
Oh, God, me too, Grandma. Jesus. Oh, my Lord.
And when we survive things like, again, being taken advantage of, being manipulated, being naive, or even being green in what they call it now, I never did anything to those people in response. So they said I was weak, but I was strong because I learned that those people are always going to do that behavior. I'm going to continue to grow and move forward. I learned this apparatus. I learned how to work the platform, and I learned what I don't want around me. And I'm okay with that. I do that in real time. So if I do actually have to do some real things out here, because people always feel like when you're out here, you don't have to do what we do in real time. Yes, you do. If you don't sit with people, why are you sitting with them? If you don't do that stuff and you don't approve of it, why are you supporting them? It's just that simple. It's not hard.
Well,
Your yes needs to be yes and your no needs to be no, period.
I want to put a PSA out there. My girlfriend, my little friend across the hall, she's been dressing her dog up lately. People treat their dogs like their family. You understand what I'm saying? So for people to make it seem like you're not supposed to be upset, because it was just a dog, that's far from the truth. Because that was one of your family members. Period. That was like a
But they
child.
will never have that love and they will never feel that love. And they're angry that I actually got to experience that and then ask the
My
people that
throat is dry.
experienced it to come around and comfort me. They were angry with that because they can't never do that. They have a lot of injuries in their life and they can't actually be honest and say that because they know they'll be judged. And in that judgment, they will, basically crash out because rather than growing and learning, I know those people are evil for that. I know they're wrong for that, but I don't hate them. I forgive them, but I can't be bothered. I will not sit around with people that make up stories for lives of other people. I won't do any bashing or any type of this person's a racist because when you're doing stuff to people and you don't see what has been done to them, then you're not on the other side. So if you never did anything to anyone or you never witnessed anyone going through it, then you're just out there naive on the other side. We can't fault people. But if you are sitting there with them and you know exactly what they're doing, what they're capable of, and then you're going along with it, I throw my hands up. I'm too old for that shit. You got it. You go ahead and suck the suck puss and get all that white shit in your mouth and lay around on channels knowing you lay with dogs, you get fleas. I'm good. I'm good. Because I will never. And that person that you talked about, they could never.
My thoughts exactly. I just thought it was weird because, like I said, anything happened to my fur baby, I'm gonna have a whole heart attack up in here. I'll be like, "Oh my God!"
Right.
That's me
It's a real break of the heart.
because I love my fur baby to death, don't I? He back
I
there.
remember when you got him. I remember when you got the fur baby. So and that's the thing is like Janet's so strong. Janet's so strong because I want to make sure I can break her. I'm going to go low as the lowest of the low.
Don't say it.
Yep, bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, they want to go so low and hit below the belt because that's the only thing they have experienced in their life. People have done that to them. And these people expect something for validating of being nasty. See, I don't expect validation from no one. I expect nothing for real. I really don't. If nobody's out there and I'm just up here talking and running my damn mouth, that's what the hell I want to do. So I'm run my mouth and talk on my panel. I didn't ask any of those. If I'm sitting right here, then none of that YouTube stuff matters. So if I unsub or I'm not a member or I just move around, like don't get mad at me. That's all I was saying earlier, y'all. Don't get mad at me. Did y'all see on my community wall how you can dye eggs? Let's change
Yeah,
the
you
topic
did.
real quick.
Yeah,
Did you
you
see
did.
that?
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
seen that.
goodness. I used turmeric to make the eggs yellow. Look, turmeric made the egg yellow and the
Oh,
onion,
yeah.
yep, and the onion peels made the eggs orange.
Oh wow.
Yep. So beets would make it red, blueberries would make it blue, red onions will make it purple, and what was the other color?
Now you make me miss my grandkids again.
Well, my son, he always wants he wants these eggs. This is something we did like all his years of his life, and he always asks every year for us to dye the eggs. We always make boiled eggs anyway. But this time, of course, he wants them colored. So yeah, I couldn't find the dye. For some reason, they don't carry the little packs with the 4 little dyes in them, or 5 or whatever, red, blue.
Oh, they don't?
No, we can't get that nowhere around here no more. Someone told me I had to go to Walmart, which makes sense because Walmart carries everything the other stores don't have.
Yeah, the paws. They still
But you
sell
guys
it,
know
honey.
I'm good with natural, holistic stuff, and I like the natural stuff. So I Googled naturally, how do you dye eggs? I love you, girl. Love you, He-Man. And I definitely found it. And so I shared it on my community wall. So if you guys want to take it from the community wall, screenshot it, and use it next year, don't you dare buy none of that dye.
Mm-hmm.
Better buy that food, use that food, and then dye. And that's one thing I like about me is like I know how to take something and use all of it. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
wasteful. Hey, Bush Boogie, I'm not wasteful. Nope.
Yep.
I try to find and how to reuse a lot of things, but I like safety, health. For my health, I like safety things now. So what if that dye was bad for us and we were putting it on the eggs? You know, I'm just saying. Because that was the most healthiest thing. I love turmeric. Turmeric's my best friend. It heals your wounds if you get a cut on your hand.
I told people I ain't going to McDonald's no more because they've been having too much going on. Natural is the way.
Yeah, natural. Make your own and try to learn where it came from. Because a lot of the animals shouldn't be eaten unless it was killed and then eaten. So it has a lot of stress in the meat. So you want to use things to get that stuff out of there because when energy gets left on things, it does a lot bad residuants. So you don't want
Sometimes I get tired of meat.
Well, eventually when it goes away, we're going to have to do that. But, that's another story for another time. But it's going to be so expensive, people aren't going to be able to buy it. It's really expensive now, but it's going to be to the point where it'll be too much and people won't be able to eat it. So, yeah. Try to use protein. Try to do not you guys, but I'm just saying people general. Try to do how much protein am I taking in and where can I find protein? Because protein's in nuts. Google it. Google what protein really is. And then because that's the hardest one we need. You know what I mean? So I don't know why J-Dog would be here. I don't know who you are. So you have to talk in the chat to actually get up here. I'm not engaging.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not
Bye-bye.
Come knock on my door. I'm waiting for you. I'm not waiting for you.
Yep, never seen that name ever.
Yeah, no, I don't. The J-Dog I know is from over that way, over at Sykes, and I can't be bothered. So don't come over here acting like we're going to do nothing. We ain't doing none of that. And they're trying to use other people's names to come up here. And so, like I said, if I don't know you and I don't identify you by looking and then I can double check, I'm good. This ain't no free link like that.
Well, you can check their channel, can't you?
Yeah, but I don't know who Jacob is. I don't know if his real name's Jacob. I don't know none of that. So that's why I said.
Oh, I see. I see, yeah.
And I'm not putting up the overlay. It's called an overlay, not your banner. I'm not putting up my overlay just so that they can say words.
Oh, yeah, they're not going to come up and ruin our vibe on our panel, that's for sure.
If Herbie wanted to come up, fine. If Gigi wanted to come up, fine. If Charlie wanted to come up, fine. But see, the thing is it may not be that person, He-Man. They're using other people's accounts. So the 2 people that tried to hit the stage earlier used Jamie Cowboy's account. So again, J-Dog wouldn't have no reason to come over here to speak to me.
Yeah.
So
they didn't even type in the chat either.
Right. They didn't even type in the chat. So He-Man can't verify, or Herbie can't verify, or Gigi or Charlie's girl can't verify that that's a real account. So it's a trick they play, girl. Because they want See, I'm not thirsty for anyone hitting my link. And I don't let everyone that hits the link actually join, because this is a private party. Okay. So if you get to actually be at the table and sit at the table and do all the things at the table, So this Jacob person that tried to use J-Dog's account now is in the back trying to use Irby. Like I'm stupid. Like this is what I'm saying.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, you use the same account that you just tried to come up with J-Dog, which again we can see it wasn't him.
Right. Now they're trying
Now
to
they're
use
trying to use
Irby's name.
Irby's name. Like really?
Oh,
You know
God.
Irby's name.
Hello, stupid. Bye-bye.
Yeah, you have to authenticate your account to come into my StreamYard, goofy.
Yeah.
But this
Oh,
is what I'm
God.
talking about, He-Man. I'm smarter than the average bear. I said to you guys in the beginning, first time, shame on them when they came up and I covered this screen with the overlay and they said the word, right? Now
Yeah.
no one gets another chance because that person ruined it for everyone. That's what they do. They will get their dessert. That's the consequence. So now you're trying to use Irby's name, really?
Go get a job. Oh, God, go support your children. Oh, God, I don't have time for you freaking losers. That's why I go to 2 channels, yours and another one. That's it. I mean, there are so many angry women on YouTube, too. I have gone to shows, well, links that Janet has sent me, and all they do is scream at each other, and it's like, my God, who wants to listen to that? Not me. Oh my God. Oh. Hello?
I'm still here, but my daughter just gave me some great news. So we're in real time, just jumping up and down, girl. I'm sorry, girl. One moment, girl.
Okay. Janet got some great news.
Okay, everybody, what y'all do for Easter? How many people celebrate Easter? I don't celebrate Easter, but I
Oh,
fix them.
we got the kids, their baskets, of course. No egg hunt this year because my sister had to work. She got a job at Walmart, Grandma. She's
Mhm.
66. She's retired like me, but she got so bored and physically she's okay. So she's working at Walmart and she loves it.
That's decent.
Yeah. Yep. So she's loving that. She gets like I think 28 hours a week, but she had to work on Easter, so we usually have an Easter egg hunt at her house for the kids. We couldn't do it this year, but we still saw them, and they got their baskets and everything. So,
That's good.
and then the kids went to church in the morning with their dad, and then we saw them later that night.
I know they was kind of happy. Kids be happy on. I think it's more fun for the kids. I mean, it's good for the
Oh yeah.
Christians, but it's way more fun for the kids because they really looking forward to getting those baskets.
Yeah, we don't have big, since my parents are gone, we don't have big Easter dinners anymore, like we used to. Um, Not on Easter anyway, because my mom always did it. So,
Mm. Yeah, like I said, I ain't do nothing. Usually I go to church, but I ain't do nothing this Easter. I just
yeah.
laid back.
All right, I'm back. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. My daughter. I love her so much. Oh, my God. She's going to school to be an RN. So they put her into it in the job, paying for everything. And it's just an exciting
Nice.
time. I'm so proud of her. You know, the accomplishments that the children do just, you know, remind me that when I came from nothing, I came from foster system and all that. I was a hell of a mama because my babies are just every day got my heart jumping with joy, you know. But you know, I do have like some troubles. Like with the thing like the letting go and learning I don't want to cover them like they're 5, right? I don't want to be on them like they're 15, you know? And so like I talked to you about this with Stephanie, but I have definitely learned to just be the cheerleader now, you know? And just yes, yes, yes. And if I have advice, I don't say it like abrasively. I just kind of give my advice and then I shut the hell up. Shut the hell up, mom. Because when they're teenagers, you're proning them for that first initial adult life, right? So my babies are 20s and then the oldest is 28. But they're in their pivotal time in their life. And so, like, as a mom, I want to be like over top to make sure everything go right. And that didn't work. Steph knows that didn't work. So now I'm just, like I said, the cheerleader and relaxing and being in this cool position so that when things happen, good or bad, you know, I am the go-to person. And I'm loving that because it's really hard to change from being a parent when they're kids to being an adult parent because they're not babies. But He-Man, I always look at them like they're 5. And when they were 5, you're like, sure, honey, don't do that. Or you're like, why are you doing this? Stressing me out. But now they're grown babies. Yeah. And so, yeah, mama just sit back and just embrace it, enjoy it. Thank you, Gigi Isaac. My baby getting her whole college paid for. Woohoo! That is the blessing on blessing on blessing, honey. So yeah.
Tell your daughter congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm happy for her.
Thank you. I will. I'll tell her. She's
I
getting ready.
love when the babies. I love when the babies like accomplish.
Oh my
Like
God.
you said, it shows that like my sons. It showed that I was the best parent I could be,
Yes.
and especially not having a mom. My mom
Exactly.
died in my 20s, so I raised my kids, and I didn't know how to be a mother. So
That part.
through the learning process, when I see my kids getting, you know, making accomplishments
Yeah.
and living and doing better, I say doing better than me.
Yes,
I
because I
praise
didn't
them
get a
for that.
chance to have those opportunities. And so a lot of times parents are like jealous of their children and they're envious of the things that they have accomplished. I never. I wanted those things for the babies because I didn't have. So
Right.
every step was like, yes, yes, yeah.
Yes.
And like I said, we were jumping up and down right now. I freaking kissed her on her neck. I was squeezing my baby so goddamn hard. You
And
goddamn
then
right. I'm so excited
and
right now. I'm so
guess
excited.
what?
Woo, baby.
I,
Yes, because I
when they
want this
look at
for her.
when they
This is
look
the start of her rest of her life of being greater. Like,
and when we do that,
period.
they look at us like we crazy.
Yeah, they
Like
do.
they look at us like they didn't do anything. Like
No,
well,
my
you know,
baby,
like
actually, I ain't gonna lie to you. My baby had the best cheese ball smile on her face right now. She's on
did she?
cloud 17,444,000 right now. She's on her way to her career, her life, talking to folks with the upper echelon voice. You feel me? That customer service voice. Okay. We getting somewhere, people. Credit scores
Probably,
are on point. She's driving,
probably,
she's driving, she's driving, she's living her best life. She ain't
well,
going back
probably
to
because I got
school.
boys. They more so think I'm too. They that boys be like,
Oh
I
yeah, they
don't
do.
know.
Oh yeah, they
They
do.
be like,
Girl, my son went to Japan for 2 weeks. My son went to Japan for 2 weeks. This brother paid for everything. And you know what he told me? He told me goddamn 2 weeks before he's about to go. The hell? I said, Nigga, I said, who you going with? Where you going? Who you going to be with? He said, Mama, calm down, Mama. And that boy left
Yeah.
me his car for 2 weeks, right? So when he got back home and we was telling the stories, he told me all the good stories from Japan and stuff. Guess what he said, y'all? He was like, Mama, you didn't put no miles on my car. I said, God damn, that's all you worried about?
Yeah.
I took care of that car like it was a baby and all. He's like, you didn't put no miles on it, Mama. Nope, I didn't dog my baby's car out. I didn't abuse the privilege of driving a 2025 freaking Hyundai that's all souped up with the black everything. I didn't take advantage. Hell no, that's my baby's car. That ain't my shit. Mm-mm. And he paid for that goddamn trip to Japan, honey. I said, baby, how much you spent? He said $5,500. I said, damn, he could have bought me a car. The fuck? But yeah, no, I love their accomplishments because I would have never been able to get to Japan. I would have never, not in a whole lifetime. And I ain't going that far now that I'm old lady. I'm not going that far. Nope. I'm good. But like you said, the more they can do, the better. Yeah. You're not oversharing. You're making the chat chatters. You guys are mad chatters in the chat. That's what you do in Wonderland. You just chat.
That's right. You just chat what you want. That's what it's for.
And
It's not like other
never worry about
channels.
being sorry, though. One thing about my mama used to say about the word sorry people do sorry things. You don't never have to be sorry. You do what you want to do in the chat. And I like all your stuff because I'm reading it. It's being read. It's being put on the screen. On the replay, people will see it. So don't ever be sorry. You guys do what you want. So many people are broken by being moderators, and it's like you guys don't really know, but like it's not a job. It's something you're doing to help out the content creator. And I'm never going to position that to be a job because that means you have to pay your workers. So if you're working it for me and I'm paying you, then yeah, we'll take that shit serious. Other than that, nah. Not at all. I want people to network with their stick, and if they feel like they need to time something out, they know it doesn't belong in Wonderland, then yeah, get rid of it. It's just like how you would do your house. You got garbage on your lawn. Everyone's not picking up the garbage. Some people are just leaving it there, acting like, well, I didn't put it there. I don't got to clean it up. Some people are saying that's my lawn. I'm going to clean it up. Or some people are saying I'm going to pick it up because that's what the right thing to do. Whatever you decide. I'm never going to tell nobody. But if I see you sitting out there and you see a comment that you know don't belong in Wonderland, you're just letting it ride, then I'm going to look at you differently. Yeah, getting college paid for is huge, man. I had to pay for my son's college. $1,500 checks I wrote for 6 goddamn months. Got me fucked up. Until that fucking financial aid kicked in and we figured out how to get him some of that free grant money and all that shit. Girl, that shit was all... And I love that boy because he took his ass to Japan too. Okay, smart little college kid. Mm-hmm. But I have a troubled son. I have a son that goes against the grain. I have a son that I wish that I could give good accolades, but that I know that he was raised right, and I also know that he could do better. But I love him dearly, and I will tell you guys just that. Not all of them are gonna be like giving you that happy story. You know, some of them you just, like if you have more than one child, right, then, both of them ain't going to turn out the same. So if you got 4 children, everybody ain't going to be doing the same. But I wish that he would listen more. I wish that he wasn't so arrogant, and hopefully one day he'll realize that his beauty is not always going to be there to get him what he wants. So he looks just like me. His attitude was like me when I was younger, so I get it. But he causes a lot of stress for no reason. So, but some people take things harder. I feel like when Dad got murdered, that's when things changed for all of us, And so that emotional, the deal on how we deal, it became different. When someone is abruptly taken from your life, and there's no explanation, some people have a hard time with that. So if you guys could just pray for my son, good accolades, that again he finds the right path of what he wants to do. Because he's got 2 jobs, he's got nice jobs, he has nice stuff, he has nice car, nice house. He just has this attitude that don't keep him around everybody and don't make him want to come around folks. You know, you don't go to your mama's house arguing with your mama. You don't go to your mama's house arguing with your grandma. You don't go to your mama's house arguing with aunts and uncles and stuff. Like certain behavior, like these younger generations don't respect the older people. They,
No.
they
Yeah.
have respect, and that's crazy.
They're spoiled.
But what are
That's
they
what it
spoiled
is.
on? What are they spoiled
Yeah.
on? Like, didn't we all get the same things in life? Like, what could you possibly get in your life that makes you feel like you could disrespect the elderly? Like, where? Please show me where. The entitlement? Because entitlement don't fall on the lines of being a productive person, feeling like you're entitled to everything. That's not out here. Everyone clearly will let you know you're not entitled to jack shit in the world. So what are we talking about? You ever have a 30-minute lunch? You ever have a 30-minute lunch and you go to walk to go get the lunch, and by the time you come back, you didn't even have time to eat the food? Nobody cares if you take time to go eat that food, but your check is going to reflect it. You not coming back on time is going to reflect it, and you're going to have to deal with it, correct? So why does everything have to be woe is me? Why not just accept what you did? Like if you knew you walked too far, you knew it wasn't you don't gotta go into all that extra stuff. You know you're talking to an older person. You know they are not on your level of any conversation. Why would you disrespect them? All right,
I know it.
Grandma got a phone call. But you know
Their
what I mean?
attitudes.
Yeah,
Their attitudes. I know, like we owe them something. That's the whole deal. You know, just because you're the mom, you know, you're supposed to agree with everything that they do, and that's wrong. I mean,
yeah, I'm not going to agree with everything my children do. I set the law, and the law was set in my house. Expectation was set in my house. Boundaries was set in my house, and the principle of things were set. So if they don't do that when they grow like to their adult stage, that's fine. I will, I'm out of it, like I said. But I deal with things differently when it comes to the disrespect of me, because like my children, they could never. You could never. And so, when people get this feeling of like, well, ain't nobody going to, well, people do disrespect you, they do. Whether it's your children, right? Whether it's your family, whether it's just people, but it's how you deal with it, to me, makes us better people. Because imagine all the things I could get upset about. I probably would come out here ranting and raving. If I had horrible things in my life that were going on and I didn't know how to deal with them and I chose to drink alcohol and do drugs, I guess I would come out here and be a different person. But I choose to deal. I used to drink when I came on stream because I didn't want to deal with certain people out here. Yeah. It was like certain groups when I was in that cult-like behavior, guys. I was in a group. I was sick. I was tired. I was using the alcohol to mask the fact that I just didn't want to do that stuff no more. But I don't want to sit here and make up like, oh, I shouldn't have did it. No, I was my children left the home. I was alone. We were locked down. We were told to stay in our homes. So all of that caused me to be places I realized I didn't need. But in them times, I take responsibility because I know, like I said, first time, shame on them. Second time, shame on me. Third time, why are you crying wolf? Why are you crying about something that you know you're doing? Why are you crying about something when you're supporting the people that do the same thing? Why are they crying, Steph? And why are you trying to do that? Like, so sister, whenever we sit up here and we used to laugh and joke and have fun, we always got attacked for us having fun and laughing. Remember? Oh, I hate
Yeah.
Stephanie's laugh. Oh, she laughs so stupid.
Yeah. I laugh so stupid. Well, then if you don't like it, bye-bye.
So they really was
Yeah.
didn't have nothing else to go on, He-Man. So they're just like, your laugh is stupid, Stephanie.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, people.
Oh, so that's going to make me stop laughing.
Well, it's supposed to make us
Yeah,
stop
right.
having fun. I'm supposed to get rid of you. I'm supposed to let other people that are totally boring for real come up and act like they're so exciting. I get it. But I never thought,
Yeah.
I could go to someone and say, like if someone's done something to me and then I say something, Steph, you already know I'm going to say something crazy with it. But
Right.
it was just, again, you tried it. I delivered it. You served the ball. I hit the ball over the net, and I actually put that ball in a place where you couldn't return it. That's all.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Entire generations raised on social media. Yes, yes, yes. An entire generation was raised on the social media. All think they are performers and can be rude as fuck, seeking any attention. Negative attention seeking is rampant. Right, because honestly, negative attention or positive attention is still attention, right? But they're not balancing the fact that you address the negative attention or behavior and move around, and then when you do the be yourself, just be normal, then you're boring because we're not doing that negative attention seeking, because content creators seek for attention and so do subbers. So it works both ways on them. They're both searching for something individually different. Entire generations raised on social media, believing in creating and moving through their own life as if a storyline. Well, because life really has been a movie, but it's a movie. It's a movie about you. You're the actor or the actress in your movie, in your life. And every person that you encountered in your movie is actually an extra, or your co-host, so to speak, the actor if you're the actress, right? So what they've done is taken their story and they brought it out here, and now they're creating more things to the story to actually make it more interesting. Because if I'm just a nobody who doesn't talk to people and I'm just inverted, or I'm just the type of person that's never really spoke to people, but then I come out here and people are speaking to me in the chat and then all of a sudden all these people are just speaking to me all the time and I never had that, then I'm going to be there. And so if they're talking bad to me, if they're hurting me, I'm not going to care, because in my mind, I finally got something that I didn't have before. And this
Look when, excuse me, Janet. Look when you go out, okay? I mean, you look around, like my sister and I, we went to breakfast and we were sitting there, talking, laughing. And my sister said, look, and I mean, almost everyone in the restaurant, they were looking at their phones. There were couples together and they're not even sitting there talking to each other. They're on their phones. You go everywhere and people are just staring at their phones. They're not interacting with people anymore in real life.
Right.
It's sad. That's why the young people, I mean, my 6-year-old niece loves to play on my phone and record herself, and she'll say, hello, welcome to my channel. I mean, it's crazy. I've never seen anything like it. People don't interact anymore with each other. And I think that's a big problem.
It is. It's a social disorder.
Yeah, it's.
Don't know how to talk to people. You'll always.
No, they don't know how to, sit down in a restaurant and talk to each other. I mean, yeah. It's nuts.
Their negative behavior is reinforced online, and they all think they're victims. Exactly, Gigi. They want to be a victim. Victim actors are definitely exciting. Crisis actors is what we call them in real time, but victim actors is what I call them out here, because they play victim even though they're the perpetrator. Even though they have done the most heinous things, as soon as somebody says something about what they've done, they will play victim. And
Janet, I'll be right back, honey. I'm not leaving. I just need to get some more coffee.
No worries. So they will play the victim actor or actress so that people will so they can prey on your heartstring. Everyone has one. If someone calls you and says they're hungry and they can't put food in their fridge and they can't put food in their belly, you're going to feel some type of way. And that's what they're preying on. I was told I was too nice for YouTube chat and told to log off and get out. Right, because they don't want the positive, because that's not the energy that they're creating. And they're telling you to leave because they want you to feel like you're wrong for being positive. But since you are a member of Wonderland, you stand on big business that nobody can tell you how to be. And you continue to be yourself in that chat. Continue to make the haters mad. You heard me? They want that. They want to win with their negative. No, keep pushing your positive, honey. Let it be. Period. I love yellow hearts. Everyone knows Empress Janet's for the yellow hearts. It's for comfort and understanding. It's also to let people know that we care about you. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm a heart person. I love hearts. Hearts was my favorite thing. I used to wear my heart shirt all the time when I was younger. You ever have that one shirt that you always wear when you were younger? You didn't care. You just always had to put that thing on. It was my little heart t-shirt with all the hearts all over it. I'm just full of love, and I'm not going to let nobody take that away from me, darling. Do you believe in life after love? I can feel something inside me says, I really don't think you're strong enough, no.
All righty, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
So did you guys dye any eggs? Did you do any Easter? You did your Easter hunt. Did the children have fun?
Oh, we didn't have the hunt this year, honey.
Oh, no? Oh.
Yeah, my sister had to work. But the kids got their baskets and everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, He-Man was asking you, Stephanie. Yes, that is true. Egg hunt yesterday was interesting to experience. So you had an Easter egg hunt yesterday, He-Man? Oh, I love that. I hope everyone did have a good Easter. We can go there. I really do. This was the first Easter I didn't cook. I took my freedom back. Ha ha ha. I've been cooking for many years, darling. The oldest is 28 years old. So you can add on top of that I've been cooking since I was 8 years old. I definitely took yesterday and said, I'm not cooking nothing. And I did.
Yeah. I remember you cooking on stream.
Yeah, well, man, we had greens, potato salad, mac and cheese, and some ham, some chitlins, some greens, some cornbread, some green beans casserole. Honey, we don't play them games. Some deviled eggs, some pies, some cookies, some brownies. Yeah, I cook it all, honey, but I ain't cook none of that. I'm not doing the holidays this 2025. I'm not doing them like I used to do them, I will say. I will do what I want to do. I'm not conformed to buy any of that crap. I don't have nobody, because I didn't celebrate certain things, Steph, but I allowed my children to like experience, because I didn't want to take away from the childhood experiences. But no, I am clearly on 2025. I'm not doing none of that. I didn't make no Christmas big old dinner. I didn't make no Thanksgiving big old dinner. So I still made the dinners though, but I just didn't make them like as big, because you helped me with downsizing on stop cooking for 7 people and learn how to cook for 2. But I definitely this year, sis, I said I's not going to cook none of that stuff no more. I'm doing exactly what I want to do for the holidays. So period. I didn't cook all that sauerkraut and pork and all that black eyed peas and cornbread and ham hocks for no holiday of New Year. No, I didn't. I cooked me some ribs, honey. I had me some ribs and some mashed potatoes and some green beans. Yes, I did. I sure did. And I will continue to do that this year. Mother's Day, I'm not even doing Mother's Day the same. I've always celebrated with my children. I've always felt good about like being with them on the day that I'd be like, I'm a great mother because I never had a mother, woohoo, type of deal. Because I've always had other people's mothers, let's be honest, being in the foster system. So this year, guys, I am totally doing me, Miss Brittany, for Mother's Day. I'm going out of town. I'm having a celebration, and I'm totally going to drink alcohol. Yes, I am, Miss Stephanie. I'm going to drink on Mother's Day.
That's okay.
Yes,
if you want to, sure. Once in a while, yeah.
But I want suggestions from Wonderland what to try to drink. I'm not a drinker, guys. Like I said, I used to drink. I used to drink my wine. I used to drink the brown liquor. I did all that. But I want to know, like, is there anything special out there? Is there this one thing that is like, yes, Janet, I tried it. It was amazing. I loved it. I would like those suggestions when I do my IRL for my Mother's Day weekend. Mm-hmm. Yep. And so each holiday, I'm just going to take time to do me. And then, like I said, people can still celebrate it the same way. I don't judge anybody for what they believe or celebrate. But I'm totally rocking out on these holidays, Will, where I'm just going to do something different. I'm not going to do what I used to do. Oldies watching the egg hunt real time. Some younger parents were all staring at their phones and not paying attention to their own kids seeking Easter eggs.
Exactly. Yep, that happens in our family too, He-Man. Yep, that's what they do.
See, I wasn't like that. I loved the events. Matter of fact, if I pulled out my phone, I would say, all the children come together. Mama wants a picture of this moment that we shared. Click the picture and continue moving on. I've never took the phone. Remember when we used to have the, remember when, sister? Hello, Gigi.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Do you remember the camcorders when the camcorders came out?
Oh, yeah. They were huge.
Yep. And everything was on camcorder. Well, then they got the little ones, the little devices. Yep, I got one of them when I was able to purchase. And I remember doing live videos of our family events. And it was so fun to sit back and watch it with the children. And they was like, Mama, that wasn't me. And I was like, yep, that was you. Look at you. Look at you. But to take it and put it out here so everyone can see, that to me is just too personal. That putting your children out here, doing all, someone asked to put my daughter on the line. And I was like, you better watch your mouth, because But how's your day going, Gigi? Thank you for coming up, girl.
You're welcome. It's going well. I'm moving around. I did want to add on the last topic really quickly that I really do think with the younger generation, it boils down to the entitlement. Because, as older people, it's kind of what? I mean, regardless if you're adopted or not, whatever parent that you had that was good, that you have, right. You're like, well, I appreciate the sacrifices that person made for me, the things that they did. They made sure I had nice clothes. They made sure I had food every night or whatever it was. They made sure we had cartoons and cable and everything else. But the newer generation, from what I've seen on social media, they'll say things like, what do you want, a cookie for doing what you chose to do? Like, you chose to bring me into this world. So it really is that difference in attitude of entitlement, you know? Instead of
Okay.
being grateful, they're like, well, you did what you were supposed to do. You want to, you
Yeah,
know?
I've heard that.
Exactly.
Heard that.
Yep.
That's crazy work because we would never talk like that. And actually, I was brought into this world and they didn't do me right, but I never blamed my mama. I thanked her for bringing me into the world, just getting the chance. The hell. So that's
Mhm.
crazy work. I never looked at it because Stephanie did say this entitlement's causing them to have this type of behavior where they can like push down an old person and it's supposed to be okay, or talk to them reckless on the panel, not hearing that she's goddamn 70 years old and she's mama. Like her name is mama. Like even Miss Stephanie, she's 66 years old. Like we're not doing that. We're not trolling her. We're not disrespecting her. We're not, even when Miss Stephanie trolls, I let her go, I don't reel her in or none of that, but I just be cracking up laughing like, here goes Steph. Like, we're not doing that, Gigi. Not at
Not
all.
anymore.
Because there's an entitlement of anybody can get it. We don't care if you're disabled, if you're elderly, if you're a child. Like, it's just a lack of moral compass in society that's embedded in society. And I do think it does stem from social media because, like I said, when you come on social media and you have that bad behavior and it's validated, so, you have a whole generation that, sees that as the way things really are. When in reality, you are blessed to have parents to make sure that they were there every day and you had food and you had clothes. I mean, there are millions of children all around the world in horrific situations.
Right. Right. And hollering at a child is like the worst thing people can do. A lot of people will be hollering and screaming at their kid just because they want to be on this online stuff. So I could never imagine what them babies have to go through when they're not getting like the attention that they need because their parents are giving it to other adults. When I never put a man before my children, I don't care if it was my husband. He better watch his tone talking to my babies like that.
Yeah.
But we always worked together, so it was never none of that. But you know what I
A
mean?
real
Like it
mom
was,
is like that. A real mom is like, even daddy can get it. You know what I mean? It is what it
hell yeah.
is.
I will bite the bear, honey. Don't do him. Don't do him. Be saving them. Oh man, be saving them. That's what I'm going to do, honey. I'm going to save them, honey. Mama going to slide right up in there like, I got you, baby. It's okay. It's okay. A lot of people don't get that in their life, though. And so, like, imagine never getting a hug. Imagine never getting a kiss. Imagine never getting, like, good job. That can really affect people. Like, seriously.
It does really affect people.
Bad. I mean, it's causing a different pain, but check this out. If they're not even looking for that and they're doing what you guys are saying and they're entitled to something, could you imagine how that is where you're not even looking for a hug or kiss, but you're just looking for everybody to please you and whatever the fuck shit you're doing? That's crazy because you'll never be able to reel that person back in for real.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, they'll be disrespecting everybody. Authority. I had a problem with authority when I was growing up. Yeah, I did because, my life and everything that I was going through, right? But it didn't stay with me. It was something I grew out of and learned to, do what I got to do to stay on the other side of the law. But
Oh, yeah, that's normal, though, especially in your teenage years. That's normal.
Yeah, mine were like a 10.
What do you guys think about where they say, like, okay, so let's say an older person or elderly person comes for you. Do you not respond and give them the pass? Which is a good question because you guys know, maybe, I don't know about Miss Stephanie, but there's a content creator here named Sunny, Solid Sunny. And so she be dragging, she's in a wheelchair, she's disabled, but she be dragging her ass off and they'll come right back out and they'll drag her. But it's like, oh my God, I don't know. I would feel bad dragging a disabled person in that way, making fun of their wounds or their, disability, even though she'll say the most horrific things to them. So what do you think about that? People that come out and give that energy, do they get a pass because they're disabled or because they're elderly?
No, they don't. No, if she's slinging that bullshit, Gigi, then she deserves everything she gets.
I like Miss Stephanie.
No.
Well, for example, Brandon Skeleton has a disability, and he told people that, you know, he was the victim, but he came and attacked me. He said he wanted to
Right.
rape me and my daughter and didn't have no problem. I fought back, Gigi, and they jumped on me. So to say what you're saying, I agree with Stephanie, but like what I've been through, no, I wouldn't do it.
There's levels to it, right?
I would let them have it. If she
Yeah.
did that, if she was nasty and going crazy, I will let her have it because I refuse to settle. Like I said, now I'm not going to do it in real time. She could never talk to me like that in real time. This ain't real time. I'm going to let her have it. So no, I wouldn't do it.
I've done that with people with mental disabilities after time went on, and then everybody can clearly see this person, you know, is not all there. I just let them have it. I let them have it. Yeah.
Yep. Because if you're fighting someone with a mental health, you're fighting a disability person in real time, we could get in trouble. They are protected citizens. We could just get in trouble. Just like the hate crime that goes on with people that are in the community. Like, no, I'm not going to do it. You can be a part of it. You can say, like I said, if I feel like this, if you say something to me, I have a right to say something back. But since I've been through some things that I, you know, God, everybody knows, no, I'm good. You can have it. Yep. Because I know the consequence of me reacting to that, and they're going to tear me down for winning because I know that I'm going to come back, that you ain't got a leg to stand on, and then boom, I'm going to right there. Yep. So
yeah.
Sometimes you got to pick what's the most important out here. They're coming for your family and they're coming for you. Then yeah, all gloves are off for me. You know, I don't tell people how to fight, but when it's just a situation like if she's on the panel and I get up there and then she starts talking, no, I'm not going to. Because a woman, I was on another show, Gigi, and we were supposed to be talking about the lies that were created on me about the dog and the other stuff. And instead of that, a woman came up on the show, was disrespectful, loud, rude, interrupting, never stayed to the topic, and then had the nerve to say, fuck that bitch and her dead dog. I will never speak to that person again. I will never be on a panel. I never spoke to them because I didn't speak to her then. I ignored her. But I will never be around that woman ever again, nor will I be around people that hang with her either. So I'm choosing that. I'm not asking them to choose anything. I just don't want to be around.
But you're not saying names because I'm not sure who you're talking about. Are you not saying publicly the name?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to say the name because that gives that person accolades.
Okay.
But I could tell you personally, like Brittany, Gigi, I could tell you who it is. But no, I'm not doing that. I'm good. And again, those people that support her and stay with her, just stay with her. That's all. I'm not angry with them. I'm not that type of person to do no big old drawn out. None of that. I fall back so hard people bump their head, Gigi. But they knew that was wrong. Everyone knew she was wrong for that. And we were just calling out other people that were wrong for preying on my, injury. To do it and allow them to do it, it just, it don't sit well with me. So if it don't sit well with me, I'll just pick my seat up and move.
Yeah. Well, that whole situation with the dog shit was obviously, ridiculous. But at the same time, when you look at it from a perspective of a human being, you were obviously in a low point, and it was very low to even, because I don't think anybody would believe no nonsense like that. But it does show your character. Right. Like, damn, person's grieving and you're coming for him like that. It's fucked up.
Well, and that's what type of fucked up people are out here. So let's stand on that and stop giving them excuses and passes. And that's what I was saying earlier. Like, I'm not giving nobody a pass on it. Everybody's going to be in trouble for it because you're old enough to, take responsibility. And again, you say you fuck with me, then you should have told that person they were wrong. If you're afraid of that person, then so be it. But I'm not afraid of that person. And nor will I engage in that negative, nasty energy. Because then they went live at 4 a.m. to talk about me for hours. So what the hell? Like, what are we really talking about? You don't have no content. You need to feed off of me, the Empress.
Yeah.
Get it?
Mm-hmm. And then when they're really mentally ill, even when you do not feed them anything, they will still continue. But it's still the best course of action to ignore people like that, in my opinion, you know? Because, like,
Yep.
if you come out here and
Right.
you make content and you try to drag me off lie roasting, like, I don't respect that shit, because you can drag people out here for the facts of their lives to make up,
Yep.
like, crazy shit. You know what I mean?
Yep. But if they don't want to hear the truth, then they don't call that a drag. Yeah, if they don't want to hear the truth, they don't call it a drag, but it's really a read. So I learned the difference. Drag is the dry roasting lying, but the read is actually telling the truth on them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they don't like that type of teaching, because that means we have
Oh,
to
no.
do the real thing. We have to do what's really right. So if real niggas do real things, how come these niggas ain't doing real things? How come Janet's doing it, but I don't get to be in the group that I don't want to be in? Picture that. I never asked to be in the B sector. I never once went to any content creator and said, I want to be a part of this group. When I deal with people and I talk with them on their channel and I say, I want to be a part of what's going on around here, that's when I engage and I commit and I put myself into some. I never wanted to be over there in that sector. I just like those people. I didn't know they were so cult-like that everyone was going to go with what everyone else was doing.
Well, at the end of the day, this is the internet, and this is all free, and everybody can go where they want to go, and anybody can make content on whatever they want to make content on, you know. So I don't even take it serious when they try to do that gatekeep shit. I personally, you know, I go over there for entertainment. I don't do content on them. But I mean, they really can't keep nobody out, because they pick and choose who they want to let in. You know, supposedly you got to be there from day one, but then all these other people are new. So they're, you know, it's just a you can't sit with us thing or whatever. So I don't pay that shit no attention. But you can't gatekeep a sector. Anybody can come along, make a channel, and make content on it. Period.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Maybe they
just
can't use maybe they can't use your content because you can strike them, but they can still create their own content about it.
I was going to say that because a lot of people got in that sector from like seeing about them, hearing about them, and then coming in. So that still makes them part of the sector, though, right? Like, so why do people always say, like, you're not part of this sector? You came from over here, but didn't everyone kind of come, or were there people that actually said, hey, we're creating this? This is going to call the B sector. I don't know. So
they all come from different places. They came from Tommy Sotomayor. They came from Kaya and T Madison. They came from Nature Boy. Like, they all came from different places.
yeah. So then they okay. So yeah, that's everyone. What everyone really does. If someone drops in a chat and they don't know what's going on, then they stay there for a while. For instance, when I met Miss Stephanie, I was hanging out with this girl, Bubbles or something like that. And she was over in another sector that they were lying on her. And I was on the stage, Gigi. So I was like dragging off of the fact that, like, y'all lying on this lady, attacking her, right? So then I went to her channel and I'm kicking it over there with her. And that's where Miss Stephanie came in. Miss Stephanie was hanging out in her community. And then
Right.
I liked this lady on the channel. And then she followed me over here and was like, I was over there in this community and now I want to be over here with you.
Yeah, that's right. And you know that girl that let's see, her name was Bobbles.
Bubbles. Okay. I said that.
Yeah, it was a big drama channel. Anyway, she doesn't have her channel anymore, Janet.
Right. Because none of that was gonna last.
Gone.
When
Yeah,
she told
she
me,
melted down.
yeah,
Yeah,
Gigi, she told me she didn't want that drama on her channel, right? I never wanted the drama, so I know how to keep it away. So when I was helping, then I got turned on type of deal. And she was like, I don't need her no more. Yeah, because I'm gonna go do this drama. Because she kept telling us we're not gonna talk about this person no more, but then they kept talking about the person. She said, we're not gonna do this, and then you turn around and do it. I'm just gonna leave. Like that. I've always been like that. I'm not gonna tell folks like you keep doing the same thing, expecting a different result. You're insane. I'm not doing that. So when I left, that's what I'm saying. Steph didn't want the drama neither. She found something else to do. So why can't they just find something else to do instead of acting like, you know what I mean? You got to come over here and harass somebody because you want to be like us. Nobody never said they wanted to be like anybody out here. I don't even know those big time people. I know Tommy Sotomayor because I used to be over there, Gigi. And now that you say those people was there too, like I didn't start from him, but I definitely was watching all that bullshit that was going on, and I was like,
But that's
whoa.
another thing too. Like if they originate you from like where you first watched a channel, I mean, that doesn't really make sense either. You know what I mean? Uh, I didn't even know these little sectors and stuff existed. I think the first live streams I went to was like Lovely Tea or something like that. You know, I didn't even know all these little sets existed. The internet is free, and we're free to run what we want. You know, it is what it is.
Right. It's a free app that allows people to be free. So why do they feel like they have to pay for everything on here? It's like you got this begging spirit on you. And you just like, I gotta beg or I gotta get something from these people because you're really not even giving anything out to, to give us. If I get a membership on your channel and then you don't give no content, you're breaking the YouTube guidelines, first of all. And then second of all, you're just taking my fucking money. The least you
Yeah,
can do what
that's
YouTube
the
guidelines
sense of
say.
entitlement to have
Yeah,
a membership and not create
and
membership content.
yes, because if you're not monetized, then you're asking for cash apps and donos, right? So you're still putting on yourself like I'm willing to do something to get the money. I'm willing to entertain you. I'm going to make you laugh, have fun, do something because nobody's giving out a cash app for no reason, right? So if you got membership, they're not giving you that $2.99, $4.99, $6.99, $9.99 for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
And I'm getting rid of a lot of memberships. I can't be bothered.
I've already done that. Yeah.
Yep, I can't be bothered. I'm not giving away no money and you let a motherfucker disrespect me. You got me fucked up.
Yeah.
You got me.
That's what I said about some channels I have memberships. I'm like, hold on. I'm not fixing to give you money every month for me to sit over here and get disrespected. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
That's another thing too. Like, some of these content creators need to learn how to cater to like their real supporters a little bit more. I know it's as a content creator as well, it still is kind of like easy come, easy go because people flip every day. But like if people are supporting you, then you should be kind to them,
I've always been.
Mhm.
Not one person that's from Wonderland can say I don't shout them out. I don't allow them to have, say in Wonderland. They got stock in Wonderland. They're allowed to speak their opinions never once. Even when Irby, he's a Wonderland person. He came up and he said, I don't want that person on the panel because I want to come up here and rock out. And I just removed that person. I didn't give two shits because what Irby wants matters. And that's it. If what Stephanie wants, it matters. I don't give a fuck. And Charlie and Gigi and He-Man and even my cousin Stephanie when she come in this motherfucker. Yeah.
Well, I can be honest about a situation and give my real opinion, but I still do give props in the fact though, as far as sectors, like the way that the beef sector get money and the way that they give it up is to be commendable. And a lot of these other sectors should take note. It doesn't mean you have to go about it the same way, but as far as working together as a collective, having challenges, doing this, doing that, like, yeah, I mean, shout out to them,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. When I saw hope for that, it was good. But that don't last long because there's always a scam behind those challenges too, which is sad.
But that's what I'm saying, like the format, not necessarily the formula, if that makes any sense,
I mean, I used to come out here and drag people, and they would pay me to drag people. And and after a while, I felt dirty taking that money because I'm like, no, I can do this for free. So then when I started entertaining people and really caring about the people that rock out with me, then I started getting money just for being me, just for me. And if I borrow money from people, which I can, I would and give it back to them. They had no problem with it, vice versa. So
I just need YouTube streets knowing that all money ain't good money.
Stephanie getting a phone call.
Yeah, I declined it, honey.
All money ain't good money. We should all just keep that in mind out here in these YouTube streets.
Right, because I never sold my friends for no money. I never threw my friends under the bus. Oh, Mama, you got a bad echo now. Oh, God, that thing messed up your microphone.
Okay, I'll come back.
Yeah, I'll throw it in the chat for you, girl.
Okay.
I think it's good.
Huh?
I think it's pinned.
Yeah, it is. I just like to cater to her. Drop the ladder where she can see it. Cause oh my
You gotta
god,
take her down. Her. Oh, there she go.
yeah, that goddamn feedback, boy. Whew. It's like when the microphone go, "Arr!" and you're like, ooh, ooh. But yeah, no, I get what you're saying because like I do want donations, I do want memberships, I want my channel to be respectful, but I want to earn it. I don't
Mhm.
never want to ever feel dirty taking it. So
Yeah.
I get it. And again, a lot of these people that could have used the money for their own to better their life gave it to people for no reason. I don't like that. I really don't. Because then when them people are in need of help, nobody's going to help them.
Yeah. Well, I can't say over there I have seen them help people. I've seen. Well, I'm not gonna put people's business out there, but I'm saying I have seen
Yeah,
them
right.
help people. But I feel like all of us have the choice. When you make content, you can take the shortcut to get to the money, which is usually the wrong way, or you could just do it the right way. The money gonna come regardless on YouTube. You know, it's a
Yeah.
billion-dollar business. The money's gonna come eventually. It's just like how long you're gonna continue to do it for. You just don't give up.
Right. Because honestly, if I say to you, just general, like to my community guys, if you could hit my Cash App, I'm in a little need or something like that. That to me it's like if I ask and I say no, then I asked and I wasn't in a place where I had to do nothing scammy behind it. You get it? Like if
Hmm.
I really needed to ask, like, because I feel like the people that love me and they say, "Oh, Janet's always okay. She never needs nothing." Okay, that's cool, right? But then, like I said, I might need it. I had a person that I love this person to death. The night that my dog, lost feeling in the legs or whatever, sister, I had to pay for a emergency vet, and that person paid for it for me, and I gave him the money back, like when I got paid. But I was so happy because I was in need of helping the doggy, and the person reached out, told him what was going on, boom, 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 boom. And then when I gave it back, I felt good about giving it back. You know what I mean? Thank you for helping me in my time of need that time. So some people don't get understanding from that. They gotta like, oh, hi, ooh, and then the person give it to them, and then they're like, fuck that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck that
Oh,
motherfucker.
you know what else is really bad? When I see them, when people cash app them or support them, and then on Mad Day, they're like making fun of them for sending them all this money. It's like this person's been supporting you, and you're
Yeah.
out here now, and really what you're doing is sending that message to the rest of the audience. Like, why even bother really supporting this person if they're going to turn around and make you look like a sucker for doing it in the end?
That's why I always give without a thank you. Yeah, if I put it in my Cash App that I gave you something, and I may never like see you like if I see them and they say thank you, Gigi, I don't care. Like it is cool, but like I don't want to be like say for instance they're like hit the Cash App, I hit the Cash App, and then you don't even say it right there. Come on. Especially like if you're in need of something, like I need $20 right now, guys. Can you hit my Cash App? Please hit my Cash App. I need $20. And then hi Queen Gigi, and then Queen Gigi sends me the $20, and then I don't even say thank you right there, Gigi. Like, come on. Now that's
I
just
know.
nothing, and I'll be like, man, I want my motherfucking money back.
Well, I know some content creators say they don't like to call out names because it is true too, at least in my sector too. Like the people that cash app you and support you, like the jealous content creators will start targeting that audience member
That's
and
true.
start, yeah. So it can be either or, but some of them, they do acknowledge their cash apps and just don't say nothing. So it's like, yeah,
Yeah,
kind
so
of,
you kind of get both sides because
yeah,
like I said, okay, like say like you're on the stage and you're like, I need $20, guys, and then I send it, and then you don't say thank you. That's one way, right? But then you say thank you to the supporters. Thank you for who just sent me the Cash App. That
yeah.
to me is totally okay because we don't want to say the name. So I
It's
get
still
like
acknowledgement.
totally
Yeah.
yes. The person that just sent me the $20. Thank you so much. Now you're pinpointing it to that person without saying the person. So
Hmm.
I'll take it. But again,
Thank people on the stream, like regardless of the haters or whatever. If you send me something, I'm gonna thank you. It's manners, you know.
right. And like I said, they can, if they don't say it on the stream, but like for instance, I gave somebody $5 and then like
Or
maybe
a heart, send the heart back, something shit.
well, I gave her $5, right? Because I liked the show. It was funny, right? Then
Yeah.
an hour later, she came on her wall and said, "Thanks for the donos. I didn't see it on my phone when I was live." Like, that's good enough. I don't need nothing else. Like, you know, but people will chase people and they'll be like, "You didn't say thank you," or "Janet's a scammer because I sent her $10 right now and she didn't fucking say thank you." Like, girl, stop it. You know
Yeah,
what?
like some people are way too invested.
Is this your old picture of you, Charlie's girl? Please tell me who this is in this cute picture. Oh my God, you're so cute, girl.
Aww.
I know. I love to pull my old picture when I was a
with the little flip. She had a little flip.
Hey, she had that. What was that? What was
Farrah
the lady?
Fawcett.
Farrah Fawcett. She had the Farrah Fawcett. I used to have the salt and pepper, honey. Oh yeah, I had the salt and pepper hairdo, honey. You couldn't tell me nothing, girl. My shit was off leveled, you know, a little to the side, a little cocked with the little bang bang, the little tang shebang on the side, not the front, but like the side where you flip your little bob. I had that extra.
I had a couple of the Rihannas. I had the Rihanna bob where it was like, yeah, and then I had like, remember when she shaved the side and the other side was long? I had that.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, so you do Rihanna. Okay.
I did have the Rihanna cuts, you know, back in the day, in my day.
Yes, but now I would have say maybe in my 30s to 40, definitely 40. I stopped getting hairdos. Like I just started to wear my hair like long or either short or just in a ponytail, or I'd wear my attached ponytails, or I'd actually like wear the wig and stuff, you know, but like I really did stop like cutting my hair into a style. So I should wonder if I could do that.
Like, I haven't cut my hair in years. I'm just letting it grow down.
Yeah, just letting it grow like the lady that threw her hair out the window. I get it. But what if you put it in a style? Like, what if we go back to the 90s and we put our hair in?
Listen, if you were to chop your hair in an old school salt and pepper style, it wouldn't be as many inches lost. My shit would be a travesty. I could not start all the way because you could grow it back to your, you know, in a couple of months or so.
Yep.
That shit would take me forever. I got like type 3 hair. I got like 3B3C. So it goes back up, you know, before it drops down, honey. Yes.
Yeah, I used to say, I think you have my daughter's hair. The guy used to say, "You shrunk. You was a shrinker, girl." She tried shrink into her curly little, cute little Shirley Temple curls, girl. And then like it would go so long when we would straighten it out, but then like when we would trim the ends, you couldn't really tell the difference with her because like her hair grew like how mine grew fast. Mine don't grow fast no more. It's like doing like that real slow turtle crap shit. But like if I trimmed her edges or her ends, her hair would go super, super long. So like when she was young, I used to keep it so long. Then when she cut her hair, like when she got older, I was like, "Oh my God, you cut your hair." But Gigi, it grew right back. It just grew right back. I was like, fucking hell. Because if I, like you said, if I cut my hair, it will grow back, but it'll only grow back to where I cut it. For some reason, it just won't go past my fucking shoulders. I don't know what the hell's going on.
For real? How long you been trying to grow it?
And that's the thing. Like, I don't care. Like, I used to have it down my back and stuff, but like, I like it like past my shoulder so that it lays back to my back. Like, I don't have nothing hanging in the front. So it does that, but it takes like 4 years now instead of 2. Because before.
But are you dyeing it and breaking it off or doing anything to it?
Yes. Yes. Which as you get older, it gets worse and it's thinning out. So, you know, you got to be careful. So, yeah, no, I actually promised myself no more dye. Mm-hmm. And I've been using this mayonnaise stuff that I bought. And
well, it looks really cute and fluffy with your hat. So it look cute.
Oh, thank you. I call it my afro though. And people are like, you don't got no afro, John. I'm like, yes, I do. I had the biracial hair that was all over the place and it was like a big mop, but they took that thinning comb and like thinned out my hair. So it never like came back big like that. But like when my hair is dry, like, well, not wet from the curls, oh, my hair gets really big. It gets super big.
I feel like too, if like when you're like younger and if you have like a white family, they always thin our hair out because they're like, this shit is poofy as fuck. They're always like thin, thin, thin.
They didn't know what to do with it.
They don't know, yeah.
And honestly, the white people braided my hair and put it in a big old poofy ponytail. It was my black foster mom who said, get this mop off your head. And she's the one that made my sister put the comb in there. Because my sister was a hairstylist, so she thinned it out with the comb. She straightened it with a relaxer. And then I had flat, nothing hair. Because my hair is nothing when it's straightened. It's so thin. It's so useless. It's, ugh. I love my curls.
You got like, what do you got, like type 2 hair? Why would they put a relaxer in your hair?
The relax of the hair was because they wanted it straight. They were trying to take my curls. Like, no, I don't really know, but it was like at 14, my mama wanted my hair straight and long down my back. She didn't want curls. Yeah. Big old puff on my head, and I really wasn't doing my hair. I've never been a do my hair type of bitch. I've always got up and washed it and let it just go wherever it wanted to go. I put a clip right here, honey, and I would keep on moving. I used to wear butterflies in my hair all the time. Remember them butterfly clips? I was always a fucking clip in my goddamn hair, just clipped up crazy. I'd be outside riding my bike. I don't give a fuck about what my hair looked like. So I never cared about like doing the hair. And so I would always pull it up in a big ponytail and then have that one big, like how your picture is. Matter of fact, exactly how your picture is my favorite fucking hairstyle. I just throw it up in a big ass ponytail and that goddamn thing was everywhere.
So, that's what I do.
I don't know.
Like I put it in a high ponytail and then I twist it and then like wrap it around like a big bun.
Oh, cool. I wore my bun weave the other day. I have this weave that I'll be putting it in as a bun. I wore it. It was cool. I love buns. But I never, like I said, did my hair. So like as I got older and, I learned I love my curls for that reason, Gigi. Because if I just wash my hair and put the conditioner, the leave-in conditioner stuff in, I get the curl popping. My curls be like swanging. It be swanging. And I just embraced my curl shit. I never wanted no straight hair.
I love the poofy hair. Yeah.
I love that.
I should be so hot, but
yeah, having all that hair. See, I call it heavy head. I don't want to be heavy head. I don't want to wear a wig because that's like heavy on my head. I don't want to wear them braids for too long because it's just like heavy on my head.
I don't think I can wear a wig because that shit I know has got to be so itchy. Like there's no way I would go nuts. Because even when I got braids in my hair, I was itching like crazy. I don't think but anyways, this is probably boring for people. Like we talking about our hair and shit.
Well, I care. I don't care. That's why they say I'm boring because we talk about normal shit.
But yeah, I love long braids though.
Because like honestly, I never knew what to do. I never knew the chemicals, so I always had to like go to a salon, and then the salon people confused. So I had to find a white woman that had biracial children or like cut black people's hair. And then I had to find a black person that actually knew how to cut white people's hair. So I never had like good experiences going to the hair salon. It just always was a tragedy on me. That's why I was like, fuck it, I ain't doing it. It'll just be on top of my goddamn head. But I think being honest, I kind of wish I would have like you said, 3 or 4 even. I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
I would feel like at least when I go to get my hair done, they knew like how to deal with it. So biracial hair. Biracial hair.
Biracial hair problems.
Yeah, and you know what? We don't never get to talk about that because like when people are talking about certain things, I stay out of it because I've never experienced it, right? I do a lot of empathy, so I'm there. But I can't relate because I never like had those issues. But then like I said, I can't talk to people that actually have the issues that I do have. I am so sick and tired of my hair flaking. Every time I turn around, I've got dandruff. I've got snow coming out of my hair. Like, I'm just out of dry scalp. So
Well,
I
are
would
you greasing your
generally,
scalp? Are you like greasing or oiling your scalp up?
Well, see, that's what I would say. I would generally ask people, what are they using? And then I would take everyone's advice and then go find the best one that I could use. Yeah, I use vitamin E oil. I don't use grease because it's so heavy, but I use the coconut oil.
That's why I flipped up and said the oil, because I thought about your hair type and that was too heavy. Because I can get this every now and again, but I don't really get it or whatever. But yeah, I would think for your hair type, you would need oil.
Yeah, the oil, right. So coconut oil, carrot oil, almond oil, all those oils feel good and they work, and I don't have that flake and stuff. But that's one of the things that, like I said, I suffered with since I was young. I always had dandruff, always had, dry scalp. So I just, like I said, I learned from asking people and trying the products, and each product, if it didn't work, I try something else. But when I was younger,
Head and Shoulders, isn't that the dandruff, the number one?
I had to use it. Yeah. Even now, I use what the fuck, fruits something, fruits, and it's from the
Fruit Garnier, the green bottle, right?
Yep, the green bottle. Yes. Yep. And that helps so much. If I do get because when the summer comes, I get really dry. I'm not I don't want to say it's ashy, but it's almost like eczema the way I can get dry. So, I've learned, even when the weather's changing, start changing to the other products. So in the winter, I use different ones than I use in the summer, so that I'm making sure that I'm maintaining. So sometimes I might have to use the Head and Shoulders in the summer because I'm just so dried out.
Yeah.
So, but again, I feel like, when you have the Caucasian in you and then the African American girl, this should be so crazy because, for instance, you try to tell a black person that your hands freeze up and they get cold and we don't feel the cold anymore. They be looking at me like, is you alive? Is something wrong with you?
I don't know though. I don't know if I could do the cold like that. I was in Colorado for a while, and winter didn't even hit yet. It was like fall, and it was freezing. I was like, I don't think I can survive. I don't know.
But the crazy
I'm from
thing is
Florida.
I don't ask for it. I don't ask for it. It's not like I like the cold because the cold's hurting my fingers. It's burning. But it comes to a point where they get cold and they burn and then it disappears and I can still move in the cold. I can still get down with the cold. And it's so weird. I could go outside with shorts on in the winter. It's cold, but it's like the mechanism jumps in and it freezes, it tingles and burns a little, and then it just goes away. And then it's just totally numb. And you're like, okay, whatever, doing whatever I want to do. Yeah. When I don't have my gloves on, my hands totally freeze up. My fingers get numb. They start burning. And then boom, I can use them. I can still move them and do whatever. But they're frozen and shit, cold as hell. But then when I go into the heat. Yes. And then when I go into the heat, I can literally put my hands in front of the heater and I will instantly start to warm up. Instantly, it just grabs it and it just starts sucking it in. And then my hands are warm. Because one thing I learned about the men that I like hot-blooded men. Because when I'm next to them, I get warm off of that heat that's coming off of them. Then I get warm and I'll be like, that's so snuggly. Stephanie?
What?
Oh.
What are you talking about?
We are rambling about random stuff, but I mean, me and Janet can talk for hours.
Yeah, we're talking. your hair. Well, okay, so Gigi, this is Miss Stephanie's real picture. This was her back in the day with her beautiful hair.
Yeah, I don't have big hair anymore. When you get old, it gets thin, and now my hair is just awful. I just put it up on a bun in the top of my head. It's gray too.
It's gray.
Yep. Well, it's like mousy gray. I've got you know how your hair starts coming in gray streaks.
Well, yeah, it's gray, white, or silver.
Yeah, it's gray, kind of grayish now. Yeah.
Yeah, because mine, remember I always tell you I got 8 over here on the side. Hold on, don't dog my 8, girl. But my 8 are silver. They're like the tinsel on the Christmas tree. Like I see them through my hair, but there's too many of them to like pick them out. So, but they're only right here on my edges. It's not like actually in through my hair. I don't have any gray or anything back here. It's just right here on the edges. So. But I feel like I can turn my whole hair one color when I need to, if I need to. I mean, I just said I'm not going to dye my hair anymore. So I guess whenever it does actually turn gray, silver, or white, or whatever it decides, I will embrace it. But right now, I just don't want to see it.
Well, as long as you're not like switching to a bunch of different dyes, but if you have one color and you stick with it, then you only got to hit them edges. That's it. So it's not really damaging all your hair like that. Because you only got to hit the edges because it's not in the back. But that would be like, I guess, staying with your natural color. I don't know if it's like dark brown or light brown or whatever it is. I don't know.
Yeah, because this time I did I'm medium brown. Yeah, I'm medium brown. So I changed it back to medium brown. But the other day I looked at it in the sun and my hair was red. I saw like the red undertone because like my hair does change to red and gold and all types of weird stuff sometimes because the sun does that. The sun dyes my hair. Yeah, right up front, I got like this cast of like all this hair that turns really, really light in the summer. And then in the winter, it'd be like really like an auburn type of red in my hair.
Well, let me tell you something. I dyed my hair for 50 years blonde. I started dyeing my hair at 16 blonde. And I was blonde up until I was 60 years old. And then I let it go back to my mousy brown. My natural color was always mousy brown. And my friend used to tease me. He said that I bleached my hair for so long that now I'm mentally a real blonde.
Oh, mentally, yeah. I was looking at your mousy brown. It looks nice. I like the brown on your roots. But like you said, if you've always dyed your hair one color and you stayed to that color, then technically, yeah, you owned it. I always, in the summer, dye my hair the honey blonde because I'd never liked that streaking stuff that went on. So I changed it up before people would, because in middle school, they made fun of me. They called me zebra girl and stuff like that. So like in high school, I was already on it and I was changing my hair color so that no one ever like saw that. So I never had, it was always honey blonde. It's never been like a platinum blonde or none of that. It's always been honey blonde. And then in the winter, I would go back to brown or auburn or any of those colors because I know my hair really does have like the red tints in it. But now, sister, that we're older, right? And you said you're embracing your color. And I was telling Gigi, I'm embracing my color. I actually really do still enjoy, the clips, the ponytail clips that we talked about, and like just the little attachments where I can take it off at the end of the night and stuff. I don't.
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah, I don't mind that because, when we want to get fancy, when we want to get a little sassy or sexy, you do want to make sure your hair is hairy, okay? But I feel like that's where it starts. You're like, I know my hair, and then we put on our face, then we push up our saggy titties, and we suck in our guts, and then we pump our butts, and then we put our shoes on, and we out the door, honey. But I definitely was talking about IRLing, Steph. You know, like I know you like it the most. I never knew it was IRLing, which is in real time, in real life. But like when I go to Cali, I'm gonna do an event, and we're all gonna be a part of it. You know, and I know you like to watch certain things, and I know you're gonna be a part of it. But it's gonna be really different, not different, but just different this time, where I'm going to basically want the interaction from you guys. You guys aren't just like watching it like, what's going on, what's happening, oh my god, stop it. You know, we're not doing none of that. We're going to show the event. It's going to be, you know, strictly about the event. I really want to go to Alcatraz.
Oh,
People said that the prison is haunted. So I really like into haunted stories and all that stuff. I like the spookies. And so like I want to go there, and we can go to where they say there's supposed to be action.
oh yeah.
Because there's some other places in California that have the haunted stuff, and I want to do that. So
Yeah.
they said that Alcatraz was in California, Irby. They said Alcatraz was basically haunted on one of the sides, and I want to do IRL, which, you know, in real life, I'm going to turn the camera on. We're all going to be there, but I want to do the event to where you guys are involved and you guys are looking and watching and paying attention to the stuff and asking questions, or even if you want me to show, I will show. But it just will be about like, is it haunted? It's going to be on the topic, Irby. Or like I said, there's other places in California that have like a haunted ride. I think there's a haunted ride you can do. And like I said, if I do that, it'll just be an event that I will have you guys involved in. You want to come to the stage and talk, or you want to sit in the chat and talk, we'll be together. Hi, Nick. I haven't seen you in a while. Let me some Nick. Because, like, let's say, and you don't do it, but let's say you did make your Stephanie with the T channel, right? And you go outside and you want to sit outside with like your camera facing the street, and you're just showing cars passing by. Like, technically, that's IRLing. Yeah, turning that camera on and visually showing some events. Now, the scale of the IRLing is like where we're at. If you're just going to sit there and show us the road while you're talking, that's one level. If you're walking with the camera, Steph, that's another level. So when I was going to the grocery store at Dollar General, you know, we were taking a walk. That was IRLing. We all went together. Yeah, we all did the event and stuff. But like when I got in the store, you guys didn't help me pick out anything. You guys didn't visually see any of that. So that's where I'm saying it's going to be a little different this time, where we're going to engage with you guys, to have you guys like kind of engaging in what's going on. Like, if, for instance, I want to get like one of the city bikes and put my camera on the city bike, and then I want to take you guys on the bike trail.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun.
Show you guys what's on the bike trail, show you guys what's in Pittsburgh, show you guys our little monuments and stuff, and we would go on the bike trail. That's an IRL stream, Miss Stephanie. So I was talking earlier that we've been doing that, so to speak, but I didn't know it was like IRL, right? So like moving forward, everyone ain't going to be able to see everything, because it gets to be too much and overwhelming for you guys when you guys really don't know what's going on. So I'm my opinion, believing that if I stick to the IRL, where I'm engaging with you guys, giving you guys the content, and then you guys can give the feedback in real time, I feel like it'll be exciting. You know, I will do something if you ask me to, but let's not get so crazy where I'm going to go to jail over it. How about that, Miss Stephanie? We'll make one rule for the IRLing. Do not ask me to do anything that I will go to jail for.
That would be a good one. You going to jail.
Mama, I'm getting you up out of here now.
Then they'd really have some videos on you.
God. You gotta put her in the back.
Janet's going to jail. Yay. We got content for another video.
I can't with you. I can't with you. You started out like
you got to do stuff so these people have something to have a show about.
okay. Well, one thing, you know, Mama, we have a lot of anxiety around here, so I don't want to be doing nothing crazy. Crazy.
Oh God.
And that's why I
That'd be
said I
funny.
will do some funny things for you guys. Like if Irby's in the chat and he's like, Janet, do this. And I will do it. That's what I'm telling you guys. I will do the funniest, craziest things for you guys. But please don't ask me to do something where I will go to jail. I will not do it. I will get angry and I will cut the live right off. I'm being a brat. Brit the brat. Yes, I will. And people do not follow the rules. And if you want to, we can do it like this, Charlie's girl. They can pay to play. So if they want to hit the Cash App to, you know, do something that I might get in trouble and go to jail, then they're going to have to pay for it.
Oh God.
Yeah, because somebody would be like, steal the stop sign, Janet. And then I go steal the stop sign, then I go to jail. Yeah, and you're going to pay for me stealing the stop sign, you mangy bastards.
You know, at my age, I wouldn't give a shit if I went to jail or not.
All right, well, then
I'll have free room and board.
No, shut your whole face up. Call the police right now and tell them that you want to go to jail. Let's see if they take. Matter of fact, walk your ass down 2 blocks down to the police station.
I tell them, oh, I don't need a bond. Oh, I'll just stay here. I don't need to have a bond.
Walk down to your police station right now and be like, lock me up. And they'll be like, why? What happened? Be like, because I've never been locked up before.
That's right. I want to experience it before I die.
Tell them it's on your bucket list. Mm-hmm.
It's on my bucket list to go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see how bad it is.
They wouldn't even give you no back. Girl, you know back in the day when the police station had the little holding cell? I could see your ass in that goddamn holding cell talking about, is y'all having a good day today? Oh, the weather's nice outside, ain't it?
I sure have a lot of money for the commissary.
They ain't gonna stick you in the population, girl.
I'd be living high on the hog. I could buy everybody stuff for a commissary.
I'm done with her. I'll kick her ass out of here. You said I will be sharing my commentary with others. Stop it.
Got my Social Security and my pension. I'd be living high on the hog. No rent.
Oh my God. I don't think you get your checks in jail. I don't think you'll get your checks in jail.
Of course you would. Why wouldn't I?
Well, because your sister would have to put it on your books.
Right. She could do that.
Oh, God. Oh, God. I could never see your sister calling that number.
Oh, God. She'd be so mad.
She would be cussing and fussing. Knowing even though it's your money and she has to do it, your sister would so be fussing that she had to fucking do it. Because I know
I would just give her money to do it. I mean,
right,
why would I need that much money?
I would still do it for you, but I would be fussing like a motherfucker. I'd be like, this bitch up here thinking she hot shit. She got her goddamn check talking about put it on my books, Janet. I need some ho-hos and some cookies and some
That's right.
She be up there like the little pimp up in the jail, Talking about what y'all gonna rub my feet for a Snicker bar. She'll have people washing her clothes for a honey bun. Little
Is
pimp.
that what they do?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right, because Rob used to cut hair and people gave him things.
Yeah, he still did it. He did that again this time. Yeah. Listen,
Yeah, that's right.
imagine needing your hair cut in jail to look good for a whole bunch of men, but you don't get your hair cut out in the real world. Woo-wee, man. He said there's people in there that look like they ain't never had a hot day cut in a month of Sunday, but all of a sudden they want one every week. But he charges. He said it's basically like a $60 to $80 cut on the street. So they charge like $5 to $10 in there for cuts, depending. And that's food. It's just food, sister. So they're giving up.
Right.
But like he said, there's also like some other stuff like, okay, like they need ketchup, mustard, and salt. Okay. Somebody might have all that stuff, right? So then he give out a haircut, then they're going to give him all that stuff. But see, I made sure he was secure in his package. He never wanted nothing from any of them. Anything he took from them was extra for what he already had. So he even said the other day, I never had to ask anybody for anything. People are always like, they don't have anything, so they're willing to like do some strange things for food. But he said, you know, if they feed us 3 times in here, he said, then why do you really need like that extra stuff, right? Why would you like bend the knee and do something strange for a goddamn honey bun? So yeah, they'll rub their feet, they'll do like a massage and stuff. They'll do like the hair where they're like, braiding her hair, or and if you don't have no way to pay for that stuff or whatever they're doing, then yeah, it can get ugly. Usually the people that are rubbing the feet, and I'm just giving an example, it doesn't necessarily have to be rubbing feet, I'm just making that to say whatever it is they ask them to do, they're doing it for like extra food so they can have like snacks and stuff.
Now, when you get your, so you get your commissary stuff, where do you keep it when you're in jail?
That's a good question. They give them like these, those boxes that we put our files in?
Right.
Where they have the lid, and the lid goes right over the handles. It's kind of like a box inside of their lockers. So they get like a little locker, probably. The way he describes it is like, he basically has his locker, his box, and he keeps it under his bed. He keeps it with him.
Yeah, because people, could steal it, right?
Oh, yeah. That's like, for instance, if you got your stuff in a box and you slide it under your bed, I mean, people can still see that there's a box under there. So, like, if somebody goes over and tries to touch it, there's going to be like 4 people that go tell Rob that somebody just touched his box. So.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, one advantage he has is that he's 6'3", 200 and something pounds now, because he told me he gained weight back. He's not all flabby no more. He literally, because when he got out the first time, he was fluffy, remember? And then he lost the weight.
Right. I'm a nice old lady, so I would just go in and try to make friends with everyone.
Well, I don't know, like, if that's the way, like, I don't know about that life, because maybe that would work in real time, but, like, I don't know if that would work, like, in there. I don't know, mama. I always picture, like, the biggest bitch trying to come up to me and tell me I'm going to be her lover, and I'm going to have to throat punch that hoe just so that I can be the king of this motherfucker, because what we not going to do is ever be somebody's bitch, okay?
Well, I wouldn't have to worry if nobody would want me.
You never know. You never know. Listen, Linda. You never know if they might want you, girl. They ain't never coming back outside. They living free, like you said, free room and board. Girl, you might become somebody's girlfriend in that motherfucker. No. It's a little different out in there than out here. Out here, people emotionally try to make us like we're doing something with somebody. Like,
Right.
they were all perverted with you. Like, why she call her mama? Why she do this? Why she do that? Like,
Oh, I know it, honey. I know. I know it.
Imagine if you were in jail and then you were real nice to everybody. They'll take your kindness for weakness. So you might not want to do that, mama, because then, if you don't do what they say, then they'll break you. They'll break you.
Oh, well.
Yeah, they'll jump you in the bathroom, girl.
Well, I still think I could handle myself a little bit.
You'll be swinging.
Yeah. I definitely. I wouldn't lay there like some bitch. I wouldn't lay there and let somebody hit on me. I'm gonna kick them.
That's right.
Oh, fuck that.
You should never let nobody get close enough to try to swing on you, boo. Never let
And
them.
then I'll just play the poor old lady victim and get people feeling sorry for me.
You know the guards will.
I know how to play that.
Depending on your crime. That's another thing, sister. It depends on the crime too. Because like say you were out here and it don't matter if you're an old lady, because they'd be like, why is an old lady going to jail? So if you was doing embezzlement and stuff, yeah, they might like kick it with you, like, yeah, girl, you that crazy girl, but you ain't that crazy. But like if you harmed an officer or something, maybe they may oh Lord, and like hurting anybody, like an animal or someone.
Oh yeah, or kids or something. Yeah.
So I feel like that would lead, like, maybe change the dynamic of going.
Right. Yeah, it sure would, depending on your crime. Yeah, it sure would. Yeah, definitely.
That's why my mom always said, always pay attention to what you're doing, because your actions have consequences. And she said, if you go to jail, I'm not coming to get you. So you better think about the shit you do before you wind up there. And it just always stuck with me. Like, I can go crazy, but I can go too crazy where I bet you gonna go sit down. We're not doing that. Fuck no. Not for you. Not for you.
Well,
not for you or you. The fuck?
I have to make sure that it's a violent crime, so then nobody would mess with me. Like threaten somebody with my gun or something.
Oh my God.
Crazy old lady was waving a gun around.
I was gonna say, as old as your ass is, you might just get away with it. To the fuck, no fucking making a goddamn excuse for your ass. It'll be like, she was having a moment.
Yeah.
They'll be like, put that down, lady. No.
Yeah. Look, it's not even loaded.
Irby said, Stephanie, you might use shank.
Oh. I wouldn't want to get shanked.
No. You might use one, maybe. I think he was trying to say, like, you have to use one. You might have to use one.
Oh.
Yeah, so you know what a shank is, girl?
Yeah.
All right.
So, I've watched videos.
I know that's right. Look at me, like I knew from watching a video. Okay, I done watched enough movies.
They make them. They make them out of stuff.
Toothbrush. They make them out of the toothbrush.
Right.
They add a little, like, they get a piece of something, and any type of metal, and then they stick the metal on the end, and then they tape it to the toothbrush. I've seen it on the movie.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
The movie. But
that's nuts.
Girl, you ain't.
I don't think the women prisons are as violent as the men, though.
Well, to be determined.
I really don't.
To be determined. We ain't never been there, so.
Yeah, that's true.
And we ain't never trying to go, girl. So they got me.
Nah.
That's not my happiness. That's not my joy. That's what I said. You ain't gonna make me do nothing to go sit down like that. You got me fucked up. I like my freedom. I like everything my freedom brings.
The only way I would ever go is if someone hurt my family. I'm at the point in my life nobody hurts the kids or my family. That
Yeah.
fucker's gone. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Because everybody comes to that crossroad. If we all had to come to that crossroad, like you said, things might be differently now. The way I feel, the way
Yeah.
and what have I felt in other times. Because I will never. You understand? I did never, honey. You could never. I'm not going to jail. No. I'm allergic to jail. I'm allergic to that shit. I'm allergic to bullshit.
Janet, in 2.5 minutes, I have to go to the laundry room and put my clothes in the dryer.
In 2.5 minutes.
Yeah. I set the timer so I don't forget. Ha.
My timer for a lot of things, girl, because like so I'll put something on the stove and I'll come upstairs and I'll go to the bathroom, sister, and I'll start listening to something and I'll get totally distracted.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, the smoke detector's going off. And I was like, fucking hell, I forgot all about the goddamn fucking shit, man.
Oh,
So
I know.
I'm going to set me a timer to like remember 2 minutes, 3 minutes, I want to do something. So that's why I was thinking, because well, I got set timers with shit or I will totally forget what the fuck I was doing. I don't know if it's like old age kicking in. I don't know, girl. I just be like, damn, you getting old. What the hell's going on here? How you slipping on the pimping? Like, so yeah, I started setting my alarm on my clock on my phone just to start going off. Like, what? Oh shit, the food. Oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've gotten better from doing that because it's like, girl, you better stop doing that. You tell yourself not to do something, then you learn not to do it. It's not like you need people to tell you what to do. And you don't need people to actually like keep on acting like they need to police each other. That's crazy work. Like, let people fall on their ass. Let them bust their ass. Nobody, ain't like everybody.
Yeah.
If you're catering to someone like, don't go through this, don't do that, then how does that make that person strong? I feel like people are strong when they actually experience it.
Yeah.
I know. He said I can't handle prison. I'm not a fan of small spaces, and I'm too skinny and short stats, and plus I'm picky.
They can't be picky in prison.
You can't be picky there, right? So, Herbie, totally. That's what I'm saying. You could never tell me what to do. Nobody's telling me to go to bed. Nobody's telling me to get up. Nobody's gonna tell me I can't leave. Nah, you're not telling me nothing. I couldn't do it. I'd be in trouble for not following the rules.
Oh, my timer's going off.
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay, I'll be right back.
All right. I had fun with you guys. I'm not going to lie. It has been a day. And I want to say thank you guys. It's, Manic Monday for a lot of people. I don't think they want to go back to what they were doing yesterday, but I definitely know that they're not doing better today than they were yesterday. So that's on them. I'm going to spend about not even maybe that much longer. It's 1:50 in the afternoon and it's my day off, and I'm not saying that I haven't had fun with you guys, but I want to get to the real world, honey. I got exciting things going on. I got to come up with a plan for my dinner. I got to come up with a plan, honey. So I love you guys. I'm just, hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on.
If I ever get to Wonderland, dress me pretty and hold my hand, gray ribbon through my hair, add pixie dust for flair, paint a smile on my face, wanna frown, can't replace, weave a fantasy, leave sanity. If I ever get to Wonderland, dress me pretty and hold my hand, weave a fantasy, leave my sanity. Tea for me, tea for you, tea for my lost little boy blue. Together in my wonderland, painting smiles and holding my hand. If I ever get to Wonderland, dress me pretty and hold my hand.
I'm actually going to take that video and redo it. I just actually clipped it and I added my own little pictures, but I'm going to put it into my little Canva thing and actually do it different. But I love that song. But shout out to everybody in the building with us. Shout out to everybody watching this on the replay. And shout out to everybody that enjoyed themselves today with the Empress as we opened Wonderland, darling. And thank you guys for coming to the stage. I appreciate Stephanie and Gigi and Grandma Love for coming up and rocking out with me. And what are we gonna do with it? Ooh, we're gonna just do the best we can, guys. We're gonna make today a good day. And I hope that everyone has a good day. I hope that you have fun today and enjoy yourself, you know. Like I said, I've been here for 3 hours and 30 minutes. I'm okay. I'm going to get up out of here and go do my day. I wish everyone a blessed one. And is there anything you want to say? We love you guys, and I hope that you'll be okay. Peace and blessings, guys. I'm closing the doors. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you for sure. Bye.
If I ever get to Wonderland, dress me pretty and hold my hand, gray ribbon through my hair, add pixie dust for flair, paint a smile on my face, wanna frown, can't replace, weave a fantasy, leave sanity. If I ever get to Wonderland, dress me pretty and hold my hand, weave a fantasy, leave my sanity. Tea for me, tea for you, tea for my lost little boy blue. Together in my wonderland, painting smiles and holding my hand. If I ever get to Wonderland, dress me pretty and hold my hand. Sky so blue and dreams so bright, chasing stars through the endless nights. Twinkling lights and whispers low, every moment a chance to grow. With every breath, the bodies fly in this realm where hearts can sigh. If I ever get to Wonderland, just be pretty and hold my hand. Weave a fantasy, weave my sanity. Tea for me, tea for you, tea for my lost little boy blue. If I ever get to Wonderland, dress me pretty and hold my hand. With a heart that's light and free, Wonderland is here with me. If If I ever get to Wonderland, dress me pretty and hold my hand. With a heart that's light and free, Wonderland is here with me.